中心蔵46プラス1。
Hello, hello, everyone. Yo, Ramen, what's up? BlackwingKei here, and we're back to another. Hey, Jin, what's up? Long time no see. Happy holidays, my good sir. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful one so far. Yeah, so we're back to story time with BlackwingKei. You know, another week. I realized that I can only do this on Thursdays and Fridays when I have a lot of free time, so that's why we're doing this now. I tried to do it in the day of the week, but I couldn't. I was honestly tired. And last night, like I said, was just a random stream. I wanted to just play that Senran Kagura game live for you guys. So that's why I did that. Anyways, what's up? We're here again. I'm gonna leave this chapter on auto mode, by the way, just for future references. But yeah. Before we begin though, why don't we take a look at the openings we've seen so far? I like showing off the openings. Because why not? Last time I almost showed you, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna show you the opening to this one because it contains spoilers. We're kind of far into the story right now. We're one chapter away from the conclusion of this game, finally. But I'm not gonna show this one because it contains spoilers. If you want to see that one again, you just look at the very first stream I did of this game. But let's start with the Edo Radicals. You know, I'm gonna use the openings to kind of like give a summary as to what's happened so far. Let me increase the volume here though, because I left it low. There we go. But yeah, happy holidays, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful one. Christmas is a mere 4 days from now. Wow, how time has passed. This was the Yasube, Horibe Yasube arc, if you guys remember. That was chapter 2. The Edo Radicals and Yasube. That's what it focused on. Poor Koheta. She died in this chapter, by the way. Near the end. Gunbei and Yasube had a fight in this chapter, and this explained why Gunbei left the alliance during the story. And of course, Suguha and Yasube fell in love and got very intimate with each other. Ah man, but I'm glad it didn't spoil the one thing that happens at the end. Koheta died. Koheta dies at the end of this chapter. Mori Koheta? She's alive in the other chapters, but you know. Because of Suguha, she dies in this chapter. And of course, we did the raid, but look at that. Okay, so they did kind of show that Yasube wasn't there in the fight, which is, it's not really a spoiler, because, you know, you can't pay attention to this as soon as it's going fast, but we all know what happened here. Yasube turned to the... yeah, this game has this fan service, Jin. The game has that kind of fan service. So this focused on the Edo Radical faction. So as you remember, at the very end of this, during the raid, we had to fight Yasube. She turned to the dark side, which is not really the accurate way to say it. She got kidnapped or captured, and they cursed her. So we had to fight a super demon lord Yasube, which was almost impossible. Let me show the ending to chapter 1 as well, because it feels like I have to do, you know, the openings and endings. So we're gonna do the ending for chapter 1 and then chapter 2. Then we're gonna do the opening for 3 and the ending for 3. Whew. Man, a lot of tears were shed last week on Friday. If you were here, and on Thursday too, man. So many damn tears. So this is how the first one ended. Everybody, we successfully did a raid. We killed Kira Kozukenosuke, and they were sentenced to seppuku, so they all died. They all look happy too because they fulfilled their duties. They're like, there's nothing else left to do. Lord Asano Takumi no Kami is in heaven right now. You know, she's smiling for us. So everybody went to death with a smile on their face. And then the song that's playing doesn't really help the fact that, you know, they're gonna die. That's why they're all wearing white. That's the ceremonial robe that they do when they're about to, you know, commit seppuku. Assisted suicide, as you would say. But yes, the most tragic part was that Suguha died before he could go home. So this is how chapter 1 basically ended. This time I got an actual bottle of water, a 3-liter bottle this time, not 2 liters like I was doing last time. I upgraded. So yeah, those are, in the ending, you know, they always show the scenes that were very relevant to that first chapter. So the first chapter was about 30 hours long. I was actually doing a breakdown of the time. That was their final goodbye with Suguha and Kuranosuke in that first chapter. Pretty sad moment for movies. You know, movies will probably look back at this and he's gonna curse me for that. You need to drink more water. Yes, drinking water is very important. So yeah, I just want to point out as well that the time span that we've done in this game so far. So the first chapter was about 30 hours that we did for this game. The second chapter was about 26. Yeah, Yasube, no, 28 hours for chapter 2. Chapter 3 was about almost the same, 30-something hours. Chapter 4, it should not be that long. So, you know, we don't have to worry about chapter 4 being horrendously long. We're going to be done with it hopefully by this week, by the end of this week. So tomorrow, if not tonight, then tomorrow we'll be done. I don't think we'll be done tonight with this game, just to let you know. But tomorrow we should. Hey, yo, cat, what's up? Don't end your life, please. And I won't end your life either. So, yeah, so we are looking at roughly about, it says I've played 88 hours, but I have to subtract about 20 hours of that because that was my first playthrough of chapter 1 that I did before I bought the DLC of this game, so yeah. So now let's take a look at the ending of the Edo Radicals. Chapter 2. We already saw the opening, you know what happens. So here we go again. So just to give you a bit of a summary as to what happened here. So this was exactly right after the raid. Everybody's, again, they're done, they're content. They successfully killed Kira Kozukenosuke, so they can move on. They know they're gonna die. So they're all smiling, like, yes, we did it, guys. We did it. And then you see all the other people, because they were worried, you know, about them and whatever happened, because they know that Yasube got captured. So it's like, whatever happened with that. Gunbei showed up, which she never did in the first chapter, which was very surprising. It's because of Gunbei that we said, ah, yes, Yasube's little sister, her older sister, and then they look at her like, ah, you're alive! Yes, I am. And then they're like, wait a second, what happened to Suguha? You know, they give her that look, I understand that's what happened, and then she looks to the side, because Suguha died. Again, Jesus. You're gonna see probably right there in the CG scenes what happened. God, I still tear up remembering that. It was a sad goodbye. Maybe you can see when I point my mouse to it. It's gonna be somewhere here. Koheta's death, yeah, she dies in chapter 2, and evil Yasube. The fight with evil Yasube. Continuing the fight with evil Yasube, and then Suguha's death for the second time, due to an injury he had prior to the raid. And he accepted his death, he pretty much gave up there. So that's what happens, where you're retelling the events through the openings and endings, because I really don't want to talk about it. Maybe at the very, very end, I'm going to try to do my best, you know, I'm going to try to do a constructive summary of this game, because a lot happens in this game. I feel like I have to organize my thoughts and how I'm gonna do something like this. It's gonna be kind of like a slash review, but of course I'm gonna include the spoilers in there. So let's go with the Harbinger of Spring. This was the last opening from chapter 3. Not a lot of people saw it, but I'm putting it here again. I love the way it starts off like that with that music. Ooh, Shinpachi. Almost forgot about her. So yeah, this shows that Matsunojo and Shinpachi fight in this chapter. Chapter 3. In this chapter as well, she was the main focus. And she fell in love at first sight with our main character, Fukami Suguha. Kayano. Oh my god, dude. I loved Kayano. There's Koheta again, who this time stays alive in this chapter. Yamayoshi Shinpachiro, though, she is too strong. That's when he carried her away. Suguha crashed the wedding, so she couldn't get married to someone else. So yeah, it was this chapter also focused on a lot of the relationship between Oishi Kuranosuke and Oishi Chikara, her daughter. So that was another big part. So a lot of chapter 3 was really the relationship between Kuranosuke and her daughter and her involvement in all of this and what really happened behind the scenes. Apparently Kuranosuke really didn't want Chikara to join the raid and to join anything. She wanted her to live her life. And since the reason that changed greatly was the fact that she fell in love at first sight with Fukami Suguha, who Kuranosuke deemed worthy to be a husband to her daughter. So that's why she changed her mindset a lot. So now we're going to look at the ending to Harbinger of Spring. Not the ending to that other one over there. No, that's not happening again. So this was the final ending that we saw on Friday night. Now this one hit me harder with the feels, damn it. Oh, and spoiler alert, I mean, it's gonna happen in this chapter and I'm gonna explain again. But Suguha finally doesn't die. There was a whole conspiracy thing with the body double of Kira Kozuke, so there were two people that were cursed. The first one died during the raid, and then the part 2 of the raid that happened after we got the second guy. But there was an intense fight with Shinpachi right before that, which is by far my most favorite fight in the whole game. So here's just showing the scenes of when Suguha went back to his own world, and he visited the graves, he visited the temple, he visited the place relevant to the Aqua Ronin, the Ronin 47. Now this chapter, man, I remember, man, when this first came on, I was in tears because Chikara played a prank on Suguha. So Suguha came back to the real world, and he's saying like, there's no proof that I was back in time 300 years ago, like, it could have been a dream. But then he visits that shrine where Chikara liked to visit on her own spare time to, you know, just to collect her thoughts and whatnot. She had a nice view of the ocean. I think it shows it here at the end, which was, yeah, that's just him looking the same direction as she was looking and whatnot. So she made a love umbrella basically on the rock, and apparently that's the love umbrella right there. So apparently that rock, in one of the earthquakes that happened in Akko, that rock fell back. It was hard, you know, to figure out what they were talking about, but the only thing I can figure out is that it fell back during that first earthquake, and then another earthquake happened recently when he got back to his own world, and it basically went back to how it was. So all Suguha had to do was like basically, he tried to figure out what was on that rock, like there's something there, and he figured out that it was Chikara who did a love umbrella for him and her together. And so that was proof that he actually was 300 years back in time, and, you know, it wasn't a dream, and now he can actually move on. Now he feels, you know, he felt that drive again. But then we got another twist. We saw, what was her name again? Shimizu Ichigaku in the future. So Where's the game gonna go from here? And that's what we're gonna pick up on. So yeah, sorry for going on for like 15 minutes of just that. Just a brief summary. Brief summary using the opening and endings. So let's go with game start. As you can see, we still have the Emoshichi silhouette. There's no surprises, guys. Chapter 1 was Kuranosuke. Chapter 2 was Yasube. Chapter 3 was the Harbinger of Spring, which was Matsunojo or Chikara. Chapter 4 is not going to focus on Emoshichi. The reason Emoshichi, Yato Emoshichi is there is because it's currently focused on the last one. So Chapter 5 and also the conclusion of the game will focus on Yato Emoshichi and her role and her family, because we really never got to see, you know, the behind the scenes of what happens to her. We've always like we've either went to Edo with Yasube or twice to Yamashina with Kuranosuke or Chikara. So what's chapter 4 about then? It is not about Emoshichi. Shimizu Ichigaku. So let's jump right on it. Enough of me talking nonsense and let's get right into the story. Because I have a lot of... We need to catch up. Alright, another thing I want to add. Remember how I kept saying that I wanted to end this game before the end of the year? Let's see, right now is December 21st. So if, let's say if I do end this game, I do end this chapter by tonight, if by some miracle that can happen, then it'd be good. It'd be good because then we can start chapter 5 tomorrow. But if we don't, we end chapter 4 tomorrow. We still, let's see, we can still probably start chapter 5 tomorrow, but looking at my time, I really only have 3 days left of streaming before the end of this year. Because I'm not going to stream on Christmas. I won't be able to. Maybe I will do something special on Christmas. Who knows? Or New Year's Eve as well, but the time that I have, you know, the whole day for me to stream are only Thursdays and Fridays. So I have tomorrow, next week Thursday, and next week Friday left. So 3 days left to finish this game. Let's see if we can make that happen. So yeah. Now we can get back into this. First I need to drink water. Oh man. Oh. Damn it. Alrighty then. Don't mind me, I'm just readying myself, you know, getting ready to read and whatnot, because we're going to be here a while. I just want to prepare myself. Sorry about this. Alright, and we begin now. March 14th, 14th year of the Genroku era. I'm not going to read a lot of the text, by the way. I'm going to keep it just like how I did in that one short stream. I'm going to leave it on auto mode, read it most of it in my head, and I'm going to chime in, you know, give my inputs and thoughts and, you know, my commentary here and there from what's happening, okay? So let's start. Edo Castle, Corridor of the Pines. Alright, they always show us like a preview. They show us a preview every time. So we know this happens. 17th head of the Kira family, Kira Kozukenosuke, a mentor to nobles, a direct retainer to the shogun. His fief yields 4,000 koku. His office rank, higher grade rank 4 official. Serves as captain of the left division of Inner Palace Guards. I guess they're telling us more background information of him again since it has been a while. Born to the house of Kira in their estate in Kajibashi, Edo, a direct descendant of Seiwa Genji. At the age of 13, he was given an audience by Shogun Ietsuna Tokugawa. At the age of 20, he visited Nikko as an emissary. At the age of 23, he went to the capital to recommend abdication to Emperor Gosai. He held an established position in the shogunate fulfilling his duties as an advisor and assistant. In 1702, at his estate in Honjo, he was attacked and... Wait, in his estate in Honjo, what? Oops, sorry. I keep skipping that. He said in 1702, oh yeah, at his estate in Honjo, he was attacked and killed by this 47 Ronings. We all know that by now. So yeah, Takumi no Kami was a lower grade, rank 5 official. She was born of House Asano in their main estate in Teppozu, Edo, heir to Nagatomo Asano, the second feudal lord. She ascended to the head of Asano family at the age of 9 after her father passed away. In the same year, she was given an audience with Ietsuna Tokugawa, the 4th shogun. As an imperial envoy to the Emperor Reign, she was given the position of attendant to imperial messengers in 1683. She held the position without incident. At that time, Kira Kozukinosuke was acting as an imperial master of ceremonies. February 4th, 1701, Kozukinosuke is appointed the same position as Asano. March 14th, 1701. In the corridor of the pines of Edo Castle, Asano strikes Kira with a sword. As punishment, Asano is sentenced to commit seppuku that same day.
Haha! して、キラ様の処分はいかがいたしましょう。
キラは切られただけなのであろう。なら、咎めはなしじゃ。
恐れながら上様、それでは喧嘩両成敗の情報に反すると思われるのですが。
とにかく処分は浅野だけでよい。
まず最初にお尋ね申すが、こたびの喧嘩の恐れながら以前からの度重なる上野之助殿の嫌がらせ、武士を武士とも思わぬ言葉でそれがしを侮辱したことに耐えかね、人情つかまつりました。浅野殿を侮辱した？浅野殿、キラ殿への調べではそなたが乱心で人情に及んだと申している。重ね重ね申し上げます。こたびの件、決して乱心ではございません。喧嘩でございます。浅野殿、物は考えようでござるぞ。乱心が理由での人情ならば、
Alright, so let me just input right now that it seems like instead of giving us a glimpse of what's going to happen later in the chapter, they're actually giving us a recap of what's happened so far, like in the beginning of the chapter, the beginning part of the first chapter, the prologue of the first chapter, because that's where we really saw all this go down. We never saw it again after that.
そのことも熟慮の上で心してお答えくだされ。
Just like to refresh your memory that this is what happened. Takumi no Kami attacked Kira, and that's why she got punished, and the events that followed.
それがしのようなものに細かな心遣いありがとうございます。ですが、この匠の神も一国一城の主、もはや乱心などと言い逃れをしようとは思いません。あくまでも遺恨、あくまで遺恨での喧嘩とお間違いないようご神経くださいませ。
申し上げる。浅野匠の神殿、平川門より田村家に換装され、すでに城内にはおらぬ。
平川門だと？平川門は別名、不浄門。
Wow. Isuka and Kataoka really did have long hair.
罪人扱いになったということか。殿の沙汰はいかが相なりましたか。
浅野殿は今宵田村邸で即日切腹とのこと。
殿が。お役人殿にお尋ね申し上げる。
なんだ。
What of the sentence
喧
to...
嘩相手のキラ様に対す
Yeah,
る
the
沙汰
punishment to Kurano... Okay, yeah. Kira. No
キ
punishment.
ラ殿は場所柄をわきまえ手向かいしなかったことを誠に神妙。よって何のお咎めなし下城して傷の養生をせよとのお達しじゃ。
Yo,
そうだろ。
Bexy.
殿には即日切
What's
腹を
going on?
申し立てておきな
I
が
don't
ら
know what I was gonna say there. Happy holidays,
お咎
Bexy.
めなしだと。これでは
Hopefully you're having a good
喧嘩
one
両
so
成敗の情報
far.
が通らぬではないか。殿。
Yep, and then we see Yasuke just bowing down. Yasuke really was the only one. Even that girl back there. They were the only ones to see Takumi no Kami the last time ever. Before she died.
花見に行きたかった。このような仕組んで家臣には迷惑をかけます。後のことは蔵之介と相談してください。イエス。さらばじゃ。
母。
That's good to hear, Bexy. Yeah, I was wondering, like, did Christmas break start for people already? Yeah, I guess so.
話ってあるかよ。己上野之助。
And this is when the revenge
必ずや。
was born.
必ずや。この恨み晴らしてくれようぞ。
This is where the first acts and thoughts of vengeance bore fruit in the story.
皆の者。
Right after their lord died. Okay, so we jump straight to that.
ただ一つ。不倶大天の仇。上野之助の見印を頂戴すること。
Okay, so they skipped a lot. This is a big recap. Only telling you the important parts
ただ一つの手段。
as to what happens in the story.
よいか。正義は我ら。
Oh yes, very evil indeed. By the way, that character in the thumbnail is the focus of this chapter. It's a villain. Our focus is the villain. Kira is the shadow. So, yeah, so it was just basically a recap. How many minutes was that of recap? It was almost like 10 minutes of recap. October 21st, we're back in the present, guys. We're back in school. Sugaha's doing his own thing now, but he ran into that woman again, Shimizu Ichigaku, who was supposed to be in the past, but we saw her in the future. That's how chapter 3 ended, with that huge cliffhanger. So let's see where the story goes from here. What's gonna happen? So again, going back to auto mode. Phew. My boring classes are over. Now I can relax. Looking around, my classmates were hurriedly chatting and leaving the classroom. It seems most of them are going to cram for their exams. As autumn comes, there are only a few months left before the college entrance exams. Maybe that's why most of the students left in a flash like that. I'm gonna take it off auto mode for now, for this guy. And I'm gonna read that one back.
Yo, Suga.
Alright.
帰りにゲーセンでも寄ってかね。
Alright, so what did he say? Those taking it easy and staying in the classroom are people like me, hoping to get into a college on a recommendation. Suga's gonna get into a college with a recommendation, no doubt. He won the nationals after all in the kendo tournament. It's a given that there are already some people who've given up on going to college. And now Akasaka comes out of nowhere. Yo, Suga, why don't we hit up the arcade on the way home? Yep, I found someone who gave up. Arcade? Akasaka, don't you need to study? Well, I mean, college is kind of important. Anyway, Lander, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Happy holidays, Lander. 4 days till Christmas. I'm worried about your future, you know. Yeah. That's what a typical procrastinator would say. A break? You sound like the kind of person who tries to start studying and winds up cleaning his room instead. Yo, no lie, that's happened to me before, dude. Like I had to write some papers, study for an exam or something, but I'm like, you know, I think my room needs some cleaning up, so I'll just probably do that and then I'll study. Damn, son. Damn, yo, I've done that before. Damn, it's bad. It's bad. Hey man, you do it too? Your whole life is one long break, Akasaka. Yep, I found someone else who's taking it easy. He was already given preferential treatment and got into college based on a recommendation though. So it's not a problem for him. Is it Persona 4 Ultimax? If it is, I'm in. It's probably not because this game is too old for that. Huh? Oh, yeah. Alright. He ran into Shimizu Ichigaku, or the person he thinks looks like her, so yeah. What makes you think that? You're right about that. The girls won't leave him alone. Don't overdo it. And what's that, Akasaka? Good news? You sure you don't mean bad news that you failed the entrance exam? Oh god, I love that voice. I love that voice. Good job on the voice acting. Really? These college girls have time for a high school boy like you? What the heck's up with that? Where were these college girls when I was in high school? Get out of here. I wouldn't go for them. I don't know. Maybe you're lying. Maybe you're saying that you're not a high school student. It actually looks like you've decided that I'm going whether I like it or not, doesn't it? I'm gonna change the speed of the auto. Maybe to 45. But what exactly would I talk with her about? Oh my god, this girl again? Get out of here! Go! Go away!
話の途中なのに何しやがる。
Sorry, but I gotta go home. Things look like they could get complicated. So I get out of here.
深見くん。
おい、すぐは。ゲーセンは。
Yeah, screw the
姉
arcade,
さんたち
man.
のカラオケは明日なんだぞ。
Screw the karaoke, too. I don't wanna. Jeez, give me a break. College girls, really? Like Toyama said, Akasaka's a pretty forward guy. I just hope he won't be crying over the college admissions next spring. Ah, come to think of it, I forgot to ask my homeroom teacher for a letter of recommendation. I only realized I'd forgotten after I got home. Even though I finally got over myself and decided to go to college, just like Akasaka and Toyama pointed out, I wasn't myself today at school. Damn it, I'm really messed up. The reason, of course, is because of last night.
あなたが深見すぐはね。
Yep. I remember her name as soon as I saw her, but for now we'll call her Shimizu Ichigaku because that's really who she is.
どうやらあなたでは歴史を変えられなかったように。
Nope, we weren't able to change history. All of a sudden, a mysterious woman appeared in front of me. She spoke to me. Her words hit me like a stream of cold water, and then she left. I really wanted to chase after her and ask her. I don't know why, but I wasn't able to move a single step, as if my feet were planted on the ground like roots of a tree. And that woman, her hair, and especially her clothes, were different. But her face and voice were exactly the same as a certain woman. Shimizu Ichigaku. I'm trying to get it out of my mind, but I can't. That formidable foe of the 47 Aqua Ronings who confronted them countless times. I myself had crossed swords with her. Our relationship was one of a life and death. Has that Shimizu Ichigaku come to the present time? That's ridiculous. If that woman is Shimizu Ichigaku, then she must have come to the present time from the Edo period just like me. The Shimizu Ichigaku I saw in the Edo period had odd quirks that don't resemble a modern person's. Although we didn't have many conversations, I can be sure of that. Also, she said, "Are you Fukami Sugaha?" Her words tell me that she didn't actually recognize my face. Then, who was that woman? The words she left me with also caught my attention. I wasn't able to change history. Why would she say something like that? It sounds like she knew what I had experienced. And what really got me was...
私が歴史を変える。私が赤穂浪士を英雄などにはさせない。
Then I will change history. I will never let the Aqua Ronings be thought of as heroes. What on earth is that supposed to mean? I carelessly opened a book about the 47 Aqua Ronings. The 47 Aqua Ronings were loyal retainers, and their achievements have not faded even after some 300 years. Even now, their righteous deeds endure. In short, they were great heroes. That's written in the book's introduction. I will not let the 47 Aqua Ronings become heroes. It won't help to think about it any further. I decided to shut off my brain. What happened in the Edo period is in the past, beyond my reach. I won't find any answers by contemplating the meaning of her words. With that, I convinced myself that I must have misheard her. I wouldn't be able to stand it otherwise, because I can't go back there anymore. Yeah, that's impossible.
すぐは殿、おはようございます。
Huh? Damn it, buzz off! And here I thought I'd shaken off all the problems since I went to the Aqua Domain. Time for bed. When I looked at the clock, I saw that it read 12 a.m. Oh no, it's already this late? When I was in the Edo period, I slept at dusk and woke at dawn. After returning to the present time, I eventually lost that habit. Now I fall asleep much later. A guy can really let himself go after 6 months, huh? I muttered this to myself and went to bed, hoping to have a pleasant dream. Probably had some nightmares and whatnot. When are we gonna see the opening? Oh, I think we see the opening later. Yeah, I remember now.
いやー、すぐはが来てくれるとは。俺は嬉しいぜ。
Looks like our boy Sugaha was convinced to go to the karaoke event. That's probably what's happening here, right?
こうして3人で遊ぶのも久しぶりじゃない？
Yeah. On this day, after our classes were over, we were walking downtown. Somehow or another, we were really off to go sing karaoke with some college girls. At first, I didn't have any intention of going. So what happened? How did they convince you? No, I have other plans. Suga-chan? GTFO, man. Don't call me Suga-chan. It's Suga Dono. No, I'm not. No, don't do that face, dude.
じゃねえとせっかくの俺の出会いが消滅しちまうんだよ。
It went on like this. During every break, he used every possible method. Sweet talk, threats, and crocodile tears. I felt sorry for him. So basically, I thought I'd go along with his pleas. To tell the truth, I wanted to change the mood I was in, so this invitation was a perfect opportunity.
部活が忙しかったからね。でも久々にすぐはと遊べて嬉しいよ。
You're exaggerating. It hasn't been that
そんな
long.
ことないよ。ほら、すぐはって怪我で入院してから少し変わったというか、退院直後なんて近寄れない雰囲気だったじゃない？黙って背中に立ったりすると突然怖い顔で振り向いたりしたし。
Damn. His instincts, his samurai instincts are still there.
なあ、あの時のすぐは背中にも目があるんじゃねえかってぐらいピリピリしててさ、喋る言葉も難しいっていうか堅苦しいっていうか。
Damn, yo, it's...
別人みてえだったもんな。
How can we explain it? It's like, you know, after living in the samurai era for so long, it just kind of stuck on him. Sorry.
別に謝ることじゃないって。でも赤坂も女子大生と合コンというより単純にすぐはと遊べることが嬉しいんだよ。
Aw, really? Hey, that's really nice of you guys. So it's not all about the women then, huh? Yeah.
そんなこと。
Alright. Screw you, dude. Believe, Akasaka. I thought you were a cool guy, but now you're not. You're not even a bro, dude. Damn, son.
それよりすぐは
Toyama is a
カラオケ
real
が終
bro
わった
right
ら
now.
帰りに秋葉行かない？
Unless he's going, you know, in that other route, I don't want to have that either. You can also exit if you have those intentions. You do kind of look like a little feminine, I guess you could say. Like honestly, in order to make Toyama a girl, just give him a few lumps in his chest and that's it. He'll look like a female. So you know, I don't want you to go that route, bro. Don't do it.
予約していたエロゲを買いに行きたくてさ。
Ooh, eroge. That's what I'm. Well, technically, this is kind of an eroge, except without the choices and whatnot. Oh, so you're buying another new dating sim. You'll never play?
まあまあ、僕が欲しいのは中身よりも得点だからね。
You need to clear out your backlog.
だったらすぐはがまずプレイしてよ。で、すぐはが面白いっていうゲームなら。
You know, it's crazy because I think there are actually people like that who just buy like one of those games that have a good pre-order bonus just for the pre-order bonus. It's crazy. Are you telling me to play your? Are you telling me to be your poison tester?
おいおい、言っておくが、秋葉になんて行く余裕はねえぞ。なんせ合コンが。
Gotcha.
まあまあ、一応合コンが失敗だった時のことを考えて保険を作っておくことは悪くないでしょ？
Yeah, having a plan B is also good.
言っておくが、今日のお姉さん方は仇だ。だからアニソンは禁止だぞ。
Hell no, man. I'm singing all the anime songs I want. I'm gonna weeb out over there.
禁止なの？
What else could we sing?
お姉さん
All we know is weeb trash, dude.
来ないかな。
Hey, we're supposed to meet them in front of the college, weren't we? In front of us is a large group of college girls leaving school after their classes. Among them, a couple of creeps like us are stains on a white wall. When those college girls stare at me, I get uncomfortable.
分かってねえな。可愛い年下の男の子がけなげに校門の前で待ってるんだぜ。
Yeah, maybe because I'm not really for, like, I don't know, it just, high school and the college students, I don't know, it doesn't seem, you know, maybe because for a guy, some guys look younger than they actually are and whatnot, so it seemed weird for, like, a high school kid to be waiting for a college girl at the college campus, that it still sounds a bit weird to me. And you know, it doesn't sound as weird to me if the roles were reversed. A high school girl waiting for the college guy on the college campus. It's a little different like that as well, but it's sort of the same thing. Because you have somebody that's at a place right there.
それだけで
Really? No, they're not.
そう
They're not saying that. No way. What's more, this is the National Women's Defense University. As the name implies, this school trains military cadets who will work to defend the country. Going to karaoke with girls from such a prudish college is really something. At that moment, carelessly looking out the school gates, I was surprised to see someone. Ooh, Shimizu, Ichigaku. That was... Flustered, I followed her with my eyes.
どうしたのすぐ
なんだいい女で
No, it's nothing. There's no way. To think I'd meet her in such a place. It's just my imagination. Phew. I'm never accepting an invitation to go karaoke from Akasaka ever again. Today's karaoke ended terribly. Because our partners were a trio of college girls caked in makeup. Ooh, that... I can just imagine it, man. It must be one of those girls that have, like, everything purple up here. They even have their face painted. Obnoxiously colored lipstick. And, like, the glitter thing on top of their eyebrows. And... oh my god. Whew. Caked in makeup. That's all I can imagine right there. Yo, Kill, what's up? How you doing? Happy holidays. Hopefully you're having an awesome one. Thank you for stopping by. I was expecting them to be decent girls, since they're studying at a national defense university. Man, it had to be the trash girls. No wonder they were letting, no wonder they actually went out with these high school boys. They had to be the trash girls. But all they talked about were luxury brands and boys from other colleges. It was incredibly boring, so Toyama and I ditched them immediately and headed for Akihabara. Based on those girls, we can't really expect much from our country's national defense, can we? Not from those trash girls. As punishment, we left Akasaka to the wolves. That's one way of putting it, I guess. I finally bought another dating sim. It's been so long. After returning to my own time, I didn't have any interest in the 2D world. My friend happily buying a new dating sim might have influenced me. Before I knew it, I was buying one too. This one has a historical setting. It's a bit of a niche genre, but it might well suit me. Okay, time to install it. Is my finger trembling as I push the button to the CD drive, or is it just my imagination? Anytime, Kill-chan, anytime. Gotta get festive. I'm working on a little something. Just saying that for Christmas and whatnot. I probably have to do some more work on it, but it's almost done. It's almost done. Yeah. I can't exhaust my voice too much today. Alright, Kojiri comes out of nowhere and surprises us.
何それエロゲー
No, well... Anyway, don't come in my room without knocking.
久しぶりじゃないあんたが二次元相手に恋に落ちるの
Shut up.
ちなみにそのゲーム主人公の妹は生きてるわよ
Wait, did you just spoil the game? Hey, I haven't even installed it yet. Don't spoil the story.
それよりこの雑誌を見てってば
Huh?
だからこの本は違うってば剣道
Who cares, Kojiri? Well, I guess movies would care for you. But, you know, it's like, who cares, man? My big sister probably shows me the cover of the Kendo. Actually, that would be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So disregard my previous comment about who cares. I'd care. As the name implies, it's a monthly Kendo magazine. My sister has a subscription. Sometimes I read it too. What is it? It's just a tiny little photo of your face.
仕方ないでしょ団体戦の表彰式の写真なんだからそれでも2年生でメンバーに選ばれてるのは私と真冬くらいなんだからね
Who's Mafuyu? I see. Hey. You see her on the magazine too, huh? Hey, sis. Does the National Women's Defense Academy have a good kendo team? Maybe it's because I saw this Kendo magazine. But my memory from this morning crossed my mind, and that question rose to my lips. I think I mistook her for someone else. But looking back, I think that woman was carrying a bamboo training sword.
何あんた国防女子大に進学するの？それならまずその未使用の差を切り落とさないとね。
Kojiri, please. Please. Do you hope for me to be the best YouTuber? Well, you know, it's a work in progress, Kill-chan. Thank you for your kind words, though. Yeah, that's definitely a work in progress. You know, with so little time I have to dedicate to the platform, I hope I can do the best that I can. So thank you again for that. I don't think I could go there even if I got a sex change. Anyway, you're getting too close to me. Give me some space. By the way, answer my question.
国防女子？国防女子はあんまり強くないかな。団体戦も上位に進出してくることはほとんどないし。
I see.
でも一人だけめちゃくちゃ強い人がいる。
Only one person?
確かその雑誌にも載ってるわよ。団体戦の前、個人戦のページだったかな。
You don't say. I flipped backwards through the pages as I was told.
ね、載ってるでしょ？
Wow. It has to be her, Shimizu Ichigaku. The heartbeat, the exclamation point, it has to be her. Yeah. Right. Seeing the page, I'm astounded. My eyes were met with an article about the female fencer who placed third in the college tournament. Third. I thought she'd be first place, considering her skill level, you know what I mean? Even though she came in third place, her photo isn't any smaller than the champions. My eyes were glued to her face. She's not wearing any makeup. There's no mistake, she's the woman who appeared before me on that night. National Women's Defense Academy, Koza Kazumi. Despair Girls, coming back 2018. Sometime in January. I can't make any specific dates yet for when it's gonna come, but after I'm done with this game, a lot of new games are coming out on the channel. Just wanted to inform you guys of that. A lot of new games are coming to this channel after the end of the year and whatnot, so yeah, that's why I wanted to finish this game as soon as possible now. So, Ultra Despair Girls coming back 2018. Early 2018, because, you know, 2018 is a big year. A big year for gaming as well. National Women's Defense Academy. Koza Kazumi. Yeah, that's her name right there. Koza Kazumi. Not Shimizu Ichigaku, but Koza
こ
Kazumi.
の人美人よね。私ほどじゃないけど。
Don't get me wrong, Kojiri, you're cute and all, but Kosa Kazumi is a beauty. Plus, she has bigger tits, but let's not go that far. I don't want to get killed by you. Hey, this woman, does she fight with two swords?
そうよ。今時二刀流の人なんか珍しいから大きく記事になったんだろうしね。
I want to see who beat her. Who's the champion? They might become relevant too. Was it someone named Yanagisawa, for example? You imagine?
すぐは？どうしたの？青い顔しちゃって。
Just like Sis said, the page said an inspiring title. A dual-wielding female fencer appears on the scene. Her face is hidden under the protective mask, but there were also small photo of her wielding two swords during her match along with it. Dual wielder. It's none other than Shimizu Ichigaku, who is also a dual wielder. And this Kosa Kazumi, the woman on the magazine that I saw, is also a two-sword fencer. There's only one thing I can say. Either they're the same person, or the more, I guess, reasonable explanation to it is that Shimizu Ichigaku is Kosa Kazumi's ancestor. That's really all we can say. Her great-great-great-great-grandmother or something like that. 3 generations ago. I will not let the 47 Aqua Ronins become heroes. Is this just a coincidence? An unshakable feeling of suspicion piles up inside of me. And I felt like the cold winds outside pierced through my heart. The opening? Now? Oh no, not now. I know it doesn't happen now. I know when the opening happens.
私を困らせるな。私はお前に生きてほしいのじゃ。
Are we really gonna see the, whatchamacallit, the memories of his goodbyes now?
他の誰かが お前のことを卑怯者呼ばわりしても、私だけは深見すぐはという男は立派な武士だと分かっておる。
Yeah, Fukami Suguha has become a true samurai at heart.
な
Alright, so we only saw the goodbye between Kuranosuke and Suguha, not the other two girls. The next day, I left school early. Now I'm near the front gate of the National Women's Defense University. Of course, the reason I left class early is so I can make sure that the article from last night was for real. Koza Kazumi, a female two-weapon fencer. She's the woman who spoke mysterious words to me that night. Now I know she's living nearby. Knowing that, I can't leave without finding out if the resemblance is just coincidence or my imagination. Why did Koza Kazumi, a total stranger, approach me and say such things? I need to know her true intentions. I've gone undercover. I'm standing near the university, wearing a school uniform, listening to music and fiddling with my cell phone. Even though my fingers are busy with my phone, I'm actually watching the students coming out through the gates. Yes, I know exactly how you do that. It's like you're pretending to look in your phone, but you're using your peripheral vision to keep watch of people. I do that all the time. I do that to people, you know, to throw them off, to make sure I'm not watching them. I used to do that at my old job, where, you know, like when I see some people come in and, you know, they might be people with bad intentions, they want to steal from the store. So I'm just, you know, pretending. You know, I'm like baiting them, like, so, you gonna steal from me today? Let's see, sir. I'm gonna be on my phone. Yep, I'm just checking my Facebook messages. I'm not watching you at all from my peripheral vision. I can see what's happening there, and I can see what's happening there. I caught a lot of people like that. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Suga. If it was co-ed school, I would go inside and look for her. But hey, what can you do? I was expecting to wait for a while. I'm assuming you didn't have to wait for a while. I've been here for 2 hours, but Koza Kazumi still hasn't come out of the school building. Is it possible that she doesn't have classes today? University classes are separated into mandatory classes and electives, just like here in the United States. I'm not sure if this is like global or whatnot, but just like here in the United States, mandatory electives, you don't have classes every day, you have classes like Tuesdays and Thursdays and Mondays and Wednesdays and whatnot. It's not really every day. Then she probably comes to school today. On the other hand, I've heard that electives aren't that strict about attendance. It's also possible that she didn't come into... Okay, that's different, because almost every class is important on attendance in our universities. If you don't attend like 3 times, you basically get dropped from the class. It's also possible that she didn't come in if she didn't have any classes today. Or if she did come to school today, it's even possible that her classes ended before I got here. The negative thoughts crossed my mind. Before I knew it, I was watching the clouds go by in the autumn sky. Winter will be here soon. Speaking of winter, that was when the raid on Kira's estate took place. I looked down again. At that moment, I catch sight of someone coming out of the school gate. It's her, Kazumi. Kazumi-chan. There she is, that woman. Just like yesterday, Koza Kazumi left the school alone. She keeps to herself, carrying an air of approachability. It's almost like she built some kind of impenetrable barrier around herself. It doesn't seem like I can get near her easily. Dude, just man up and go like, yo, ma'am, stop right there. Can I ask you a couple of questions since you approached me that night and said some weird stuff? Let's have a talk. Let's go to a cafe or something. No, I'm not gonna follow you like a creep. Oh, okay. So I decided to follow her cautiously, keeping some distance between us. So he's gonna follow her like a creep. Okay, Suguha. I mean, you know, what was all that about becoming a true samurai? She's not gonna kill you on the spot or something. Like, come on, dude. We're in the modern era. 21st century, baby. Well, then again, it's 2017, and it's been a crazy year with a lot of tragedies, with a lot of crazy people doing stuff, running people over in the bike lanes, shooting people openly, sniping people down, trying to blow people up. It's been a crazy year so far, and, you know, a lot of tragedies, but let's put that aside for now. We don't need to go into detail with all the tragedies. It's been a hard year for everyone. It's been a hard year. We're still following her. Wow. Yo, welcome back. Koza Kazumi approached a train station, but then she walked past it and turned into a residential street. I had assumed that she took a train or bus to get to school. Does she live near the college? Before long, she turned into a narrow alley lined with small factories and disappeared out of sight. Uh-oh. I can't lose track of her now. I picked up my pace a little and turned into the same alley. Then, the very next moment, ooh! Yo, it looks like she's ready to fight. My whole body freezes up. I'm completely bewildered at the same time. I felt like whatever feelings I had jumped out of my body and been left behind. That's because in front of me, there was a heavy iron pipe. And at the end of the pipe was Koza Kazumi, looking at me with her sharp eyes. This woman, she knew I was following her? Damn. Actually, you should not have followed her. You should have just approached her in front of the gates, man. It's like, you know, you two are human beings. Just talk. It's like you have the freedom to talk to somebody. If they refuse, they refuse. At least you try talking to the person. Anyway, you know, there's a time and a place for everything regarding if you want to talk to somebody. You see someone with their headphones on, they're walking straight down, walking at like a fast pace. They're either trying to get to work or something like that. Don't stop them like that. You know, that's a different story though. What should I do? I have no excuse for following her, and I don't have anything to fight with. Even if I try to run, she'd probably smack me with the pipe, and this time in the time it takes me to take a single step. That's how much of an air of bloodlust she was shrouded in. Did she sense my hesitation? With a faint smile, she puts down the pipe.
そんな青い顔しないでも大丈夫よ。尾行者があなただったらね。
I couldn't move. If she really intended to attack me, I'd be on the ground with my head cracked open by now. I had underestimated her because she's a woman.
へえ、まさかあなたの方からも私を探し出すとは思わなかったわ。
She speaks naturally, without any strain. At the same time, she doesn't let her guard down. So I decided to be blunt. Who are you? I want to know the meaning of what you said to me that other night.
私のことなどどうでもいいことでしょ。深見すぐ。
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You told us something that piqued our interest. You can't just say it's none of our business now. Like, come on. Dude, what the hell? How do you know me? How did you find out who I am?
どこで知った？面白いことを言うのね。あなた剣道界じゃそこそこ有名人じゃない。深見すぐは。両南学園剣道部所属。今年の全国剣道大会に初出場で初優勝。まあ剣道関係者が知っているデータはこんなものね。けれどあなたには輝かしい剣道の成績とは別の秘密を持っている。今年の元旦、あなたは泉岳寺の赤穂浪士四十七士の墓前で血だらけで倒れていた。体には何者かに切られたと思われる数箇所の裂傷。その傷口から凶器は刀のような鋭利な刃物。
Where did he get those injuries from? Were they like the multiple injuries he's gotten throughout time? No, because he would have died if that was the case. So it must have been from his last fight with Shinpachi. That must have been it.
そしてその事件は未解決で犯人は未だ逮捕されていない。元旦は初詣客が多かったにもかかわらず事件の目撃者はゼロ。
You sound like you're a detective giving a report on her investigation. But I get it. You've done your research, haven't you? Kosa Kazumi? Forgive me, but I've done my research on you as well. Kosa Kazumi, third year medical student at the National Women's Defense University, a member of the Kendo Club. Took third place in this year's university championships using a rare weapon of two-weapon fighting style. You were featured in the Kendo magazine that my sister subscribes to. Short sword strikes won't count for points in, so why use two-sword style?
さあ、どうしてだと思う？
That faint smile of hers. She looks so much like that woman. It almost makes my old scars ache. I'll be frank. Do you have any connection to Shimizu Ichigaku? What do you mean by, I will change history? What do you know about me? What are your intentions?
若いからってそうがっつかないの。まあ嫌いじゃないけれどね。あら、力ずくで聞き出そうというのなら。
Well, let's go!
私にも考えがあるわよ。
Let's go! I can use my hands to fight off your little iron pipe. Ooh, scary iron pipe. Do your worst. Do your worst. I'm Superman.
近くにあった鉄パイプで殴った。
You hit me with that iron pipe, and that iron pipe is gonna bend and curve backwards, dude. You hit me with that iron pipe, and it's gonna disintegrate in your hand. That's how powerful I am. Try me. You imagine that? Oh, man. You. Koza Kazumi points the iron pipe at my face again. Her eyes are chilling. If I take one step, she'll remorselessly smash me with the pipe.
そんなに怖い顔しないで
Doesn't
もいい。
sound right.
理由を知りたいのなら明日の昼、落合という駅に来なさい。
Alright, is that a date? A date with Kazumi? Damn,
もし
that's
来るの
fire.
であれば、あなたの知りたいことがすべてわかる。でも、来たらあなたは後悔する。じゃあね、
Regret?
赤穂浪士に踊らされた哀れな英雄さん。
Saying that, she threw away the iron pipe and walked away with a swagger. I, on the other hand, was... Even though it was a brief encounter, I was exhausted to the point that I was bent over on my hand and knees. Wow. That woman. She's no ordinary person. However, I felt a great wave of relief wash over me. I didn't do anything but watch quietly as Koza Kazumi walked away.
なあ、すぐは。わずか50人足らずの我らが、たとえ仇討ちの後に腹を切って命を散らせたとしても、そんなことは些細なことだ。だが、我らの行動が後世の人間の希望になるのなら、素晴らしいことじゃないか。その素晴らしさを、すぐは、お前にもっと元の世界で伝えてほしい。
It's a hard task.
我らのようなバカで剣以外では訴えることのできない不器用な人間がいたことを、
Well, I guess it's not that hard of a
そ
task,
んな
actually.
侍が存在したことを。
So now we got the memory of Yasube. And, you know, one of our encounters. I woke up the next morning filled with humiliation. This was, of course, because of yesterday. Not only did I fail in tailing Koza Kazumi, but I was beaten single-handedly, so I'm filled with anger and shame. These memories of deep regret stayed in my head overnight.
おーい、すぐはー。今日オンリーイベントがあるから荷物持ちして。って剣道の雑誌まだ読んでるの？
Yeah.
ああ、そのページって高佐和美が載ってるページじゃない？何？ついに3次元に目覚めた？
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
相変わらず面食いね。面食いはエロゲー。その人を落とすならすぐはのパラメーターじゃ全然足りない。
How do you know that? It's not like that. She told me to meet her if I want answers. Yeah, we already have a date, Kojiri, so shut your mouth. But I understood everything in that instant. Our existences are complete contradictory.
じゃあね、赤穂浪士に踊らされた哀れな英雄さん。
Even if I go meet with her, we'll argue as soon as we see each other. Still, I have an irresistible urge to go and see her. Damn, you really want to hit that, don't you? I get it, Suguha. You're a man, I'm a man, she's a banging woman, like, dude, a bangable woman, like, I get you, Suguha. I mean, you know, it's probably been, how long has it been? Like, over a year since you last did it? The last time you did it was with Chikara, right? So yeah, we get it, dude. Could it be that I'm expecting something? No, I'm not. I just want to wipe that iron, hard expression from her face. That triumphant smirk of Koza Kasumi. I can't just let it go after her provocation. My wounded pride was rekindled by the memory of her attitude.
すぐは、妄想もいいけどさ、そろそろ出かけたいんだけど。
Go by yourself. Leave me alone. We're trying to get into some plot here. Sorry, I have an errand to run. Have some other guy to hold your bags.
あ、ちょっとすぐは？
Okay, you didn't say it like that.
何よ。他の男がいるなら弟なんかに頼まないっつうの。
Aww. Now I feel bad for Kojiri. So this is the station. I went to the station Kazumi mentioned. It's a subway station for a railway that stretches between the east and west Tokyo, but the station itself is small. There's a restaurant and convenience store on the nearby street, but there aren't many passerby to the stations isn't that big. I wonder where she'll come from. I'm on high alert, watching in every direction and waiting for her to come. Could she have blown me off? It's like I got slapped in the face with the autumn breeze as Kozukazumi suddenly appeared. When did she... Much to my surprise, Kozukazumi easily broke through my vigilant gaze and appeared right in front of me. It was the same yesterday. Does she have the ability to sense an opponent's presence while making her own, or while masking her own or something? Nothing. Well, I came here as you asked. Are you going to tell me what I want to know? With those few words, Kozukazumi starts walking without any hesitation. Damn! Is she saying to follow her whether I like it or not? Her forwardness is irritating, but I guess I don't have a choice right now. I don't want to walk side by side, so I stay about 5 meters behind her. Damn, you don't want to be seen walking around with her like that? She's a hot woman! Have some confidence, walk next to her. Even though you have your differences, between you two, walk next to her, man. Be a man. We spent about 15 minutes walking from the station. Walking along the main street of the stretches westward from central Tokyo, we turned into a small road along the way. From behind, I didn't see her make any suspicious movements, nor did I feel any bloodthirsty energy coming from her. She seems to walk without any feeling, but it almost looks like she's being led by an invisible power at the same time. And then, finally, she stopped walking and turned to me. Where is this? Oh wow, what a name. Banshoin Koonji Temple. I'm not gonna repeat that. Well, there's certainly a temple gate in front of us. The quality of the gate suggests that this is a great historic temple to some extent. But what's so special about this temple? Hey, did you bring me here to visit a grave? Hey, what's the matter? What does she mean? I don't know anything. Kozukazumi ignores me and heads through the gate into the temple. Is it really as she take me to someone's grave? I'm a little suspicious. A sense of caution swirls in my head as I imagine the possibility of her attacking me in an isolated place like this cemetery. I don't think she brought me all this way just to bring me to someone's grave. But if she wanted to attack me, she could have done it yesterday or when we first met. Running away now won't solve anything. Shaking off my timidity, I decided to follow her through the temple gate. However, when I went inside, I was totally astounded, because it was... This grave is... Ooh. So this is where the great Lord Kira Kozukenosuke was buried. Very interesting. Very interesting. It seems like Kazumi or Kazumi is very closely related to Kira then. Oh man, need that water. Thank goodness for the 3 liters today. Oh wow, they play this music too. I love this music. It's like I like it when it's better played. When it makes you feel like the situation went from bad to extremely worse. Like the worst possible scenario that you could ever have imagined has just happened. Now what? That's when this music plays. Evil Yasube. Kira Kozukenosuke turning into red-haired Kira, and the giant snake appears. A lot of when Shinpachi removes her eye patch and becomes super powerful. Ultra Instinct Shinpachi, dude. I'm telling you. This music has played in some epic moments in the story. Yes, it's exactly as she said. Of all places, we stand before the grave of the hated enemy of the Aqua Ronins, Kira Kozukenosuke. What is this woman thinking? I stare Kozukazumi in the eye, speak her in a growl. Hey! Yes, you know who I am, and you still brought me here? How much more tasteless can you get?
上野の墓前に連れてくることが悪趣味なの？それよりもこの寺にその墓があることを知らなかった自分の無知を恥じなさい。
I mean, I guess he didn't really care much about where he was buried.
それともどうせなら仙岳寺の方が良かったとでも言うつもり？そうね。仙岳寺には四十七士の墓が立派に並んでいて、焼香に来る人が絶えないらしいものね。それに比べて上野之助の墓に来る人間のほとんどが親類縁者の。しかも人目を忍んでやってきている。
And they visit in secret? Well?
あなたはこの事実を不公平だとは思わない。
Unfair? What is she trying to say? She had hardly brought me to Kira's grave before she started comparing it to Sengakuji Temple, saying it was unfair. Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but if you knew the story of the Aqua Ronings, then you'd want to go to Sengakuji Temple rather than Kira's grave. That's the reaction of an honest person would have. You brought me here to
違
complain?
う。あなたに見てもらいたかったのに。あなたが手にかけ
Oh,
た
right.
仲間の死を迎えた人間の墓を。
Because in the previous historical timeline, Suguha is the one that killed the body double or the real Kita at the end. Right, I forgot that happened. And we also assisted in the death of the first one too, so yeah. Her words pierced my heart like an arrow. Not only does she know that I was found collapsed at Sengakuji Temple, but she also knows that I killed Kita when I traveled 300 years back in time. I became even more uncomfortable. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry and apologize?
そうしてもらいたいところだけれど、それだけじゃ飽き足らない。
Alright, Suguha, bring out your fake tear bottle and start begging and going down on the floor and cry and whatnot.
これがあなたにわかる。
Oh no. That's the Dai Dai Kyo slip, the great greater ill fortune slip. That, in Kozakasumi's hand, is a long slip of paper that I remember well. It's the ominous slip of paper I got at Sengakuji Temple on New Year's Day. I started getting chills.
覚えていたみたいね。そうよ。この札は仙岳寺の大大教のみくじ。この札が
Wait,
江戸時代にタイムスリップすることができる。
wait, what? You can? But don't you need to... Don't you need to... don't you need an eclipse in order to activate this, in order to travel back in time? No, that's to activate the curse. Wait, how the hell? What? Where did you get that?
入手経路なんてどうでもいいでしょう。それより、今からあなたに選択権を与える。私は今からみくじの力を使って江戸時代に飛ぶ。飛んで、赤穂浪士の歴史を変える。
What?
あら、驚くことでもないでしょ。あなた自身、この札でタイムスリップを実証させてるのだから。
You said the same thing the other night. Why are you trying to change history?
決まってるわ。忠臣蔵はその全てが嘘に塗り固められた虚構。
Wow.
だから私は赤穂浪士の義挙を暴挙にするのよ。日本史上類のない大失敗の仇討ちという暴挙にね。
I see. Kozakazumi's overcome with emotion for the first time. Chusingura is all a lie? And because of that, she wants to turn the act of heroism into one of violence? I don't understand what she means. She speaks of violence, but her whole plan is the act of violence. Is that what you intend?
ね、
And what's this choice you're offering?
私の手にはみくじの札が数枚。この意味がわからない。
You have 5 of them. What, really? You want me to go with you?
それはあなた次第。もし私の行動を止めたかったら一緒に行かせてあげて
Why
もい
would
い？
you do this though? Why would you explain to us your plan that you want to basically change the history of the Aqua Ronings, but tell us to come with you? Are you that confident that you're gonna be able to bring upon this change? Are you challenging us to a fight 300 years in the past? Bring it! You're not gonna beat us! We've beaten evil Yasube. We've beaten Shinpachi, who is also one of the top brass in the samurai world, dude. Bring it! You're gonna lose.
まあ、あんな武士崩れの卑怯者に手を貸したくないというのなら、この世界で歴史が変わるのを指をくわえて
Oh, good luck with that, by the way, because Kuranosuke is still pretty strong. So, if anyone's gonna get in your way, it's gonna be her, so good luck. Good luck, Kazumi. Hey, watch what you say. What makes you say the Akaronings are cowards?
私と一緒に来ればわかる。そんなことはない。だ
I what? I'm sorry for skipping that. She says that we missed the Edo period. I know I'm going a little fast here and whatnot, but again, I'm expediting this chapter. It drags it as much as this chapter is very short, but it drags sometimes. So I'm expediting it. So when I say expediting, I'm rushing through it basically. I what?
私、あなたが載った雑誌を見てすぐにピンときた。全国大会で優勝したというのに全く満たされない表情。
That's true. He wasn't satisfied.
実際に会ってみてその直感はあった。
He still has like this empty feeling, like he didn't finish what he wanted to finish back in the past.
ねえ、あなた、この世界が面白くないのでしょう。本当は江戸時代に戻りたいのでしょ。
Again, why are you offering to take him back in time? What are you talking about? Do I want to return to the Edo period? Do I want to go back? Do I want to see everyone again? I couldn't bring myself to laugh off Kosa Kazumi's
あな
sarcasm.
たはタイムスリップした江戸時代を生き抜いた。その間、心臓がひっくり返ったことは2度3度じゃないはず。
What kind of surprise is that?
けれど、そんな鮮烈な刺激、面金に遮られた狭い視野、相手の素顔が1本の縦金と13本の横金に隠された剣道なら、私と一緒に来るといい。
I still don't understand.
私の望みを止められるものなら止めてみなさい。
Your great master plan is to basically change the past of the Akaronings, to make them to go from heroes to villains. But we're a hindrance to your plan. Why are you inviting us to come with you? Are you really that confident? Damn it. Is she trying to make me decide right now? Her tone shows no hesitation. She knows everything about me and what I've experienced. She's not kidding around, and she's not just crazy. She's actually means to travel back in time to the Edo period and change the history of the Akaronings. She's even challenging me to stop her.
菅葉殿、
Aw, not this again. At least you're not playing that music in the background.
私は菅葉殿を楽になどさせません。あがいてあがいて、苦しんでもらいます。そして元の世界に帰りましょう。
You know, Chikara, I just have to give you props once more that you were able to successfully make it so that Suguha returns to his own world. I just want to give you that props. Kuranosuke really wanted that for him, but because Suguha was still, immature and whatnot, he wanted to take his own life before you died, and he still ended up dying before you died, which would have broken the curse, and he would have went back home. So yeah, there's that. And there's also chapter 2, where Yasuke wanted the same for Suguha, but again, he died before then, so you deserve, credit is given where credit is due. You deserve the props, Chikara. That's why you're my number 1 too. Everything you did for Suguha, so much sacrifice, so much you went through.
菅葉殿がいた元の世界に。
Once, there was a girl who went so far as to lie about her own emotions. She tried to send me back to my own world. If I play along with Kosa Kazumi, won't that trample over all that girl's feelings? If the papers Kosa are holding are genuine, then we can travel back in time to the Edo period. I've experienced it firsthand, so there's no doubt. After a moment's hesitation and conflict, I arrive at an answer. I want to see what lies at the end of Kosa Kazumi's ambitions. No, that's not it. Maybe I want to return to the Edo period, just like she said. It's a dream I thought I would never come true. And now, it's standing right in front of me. Maybe I'm just as crazy as she is. I thought so anyway. But the invitation is right here. On top of that, I need to put a stop to her attempts to violently change the history of the Akaronings. I'm the only one in this world who can stop her. Interesting. I'll make you regret asking me to go with you.
何度も言うけれど後悔するのはあなたよ。赤穂浪し忠臣蔵の真実というものを知った後悔するのはあなたの。そしてあなたは自分のしたことを後悔しながら死ぬことになる。
Really? With a cold smile on her face, Kosa Kasumi hands me the fortune slip. When she does, the air around us mysteriously grows colder. What will you do now, though? Even if I have the fortune, the curse can't take effect without a solar eclipse.
上をご覧なさい。
Are you kidding me? Another solar eclipse? Huh? What? Oh, unbelievably, the sun above us was becoming a strange color. Is this an eclipse? That's ridiculous! Why is there another eclipse? But now I understand why the air became cold. Simply put, the eclipse had lowered the temperature. How is this happening so close to another eclipse? This has to be rigged. This has to be rigged. It's like as soon as we knew that we were gonna make a decision, it's like the sun activates the eclipse mode.
江戸でゆっくりと雌雄を決しましょう。
What's the title of the stream, by the way? The title of the chapter. Revenge blooms, settling old scores. Let's settle our score there, shall we? Okay. I guess that kind of gives meaning to the chapter's title. A little bit. At that moment, I lost consciousness, and my mind was extinguished by a pitch black light. And now the opening plays, right? No, it doesn't? Okay. It's about to play though, I remember. My head aches slightly as I open my eyes, and I'm nauseous. Feeling as though I'm rising up from the bottom of the ocean, I wake up. This place. Where am I? What was I doing again? Half asleep, I recall unclear memories. What time did I go to sleep? I have to get up and go to school, but it feels like I have more important things to do.
吉良上野介の墓前にようこそ。それじゃ江戸で待ってるわ。
With that, I fully wake up. Oh, is this that house? I'm still not sure if what I'm seeing is real or not. I look around. This is definitely it. This is that house. Nostalgic memories become vivid in my mind as I take in the house's smell. If this is that house... There she is! Our sweet little goddess Emoshichi. Again, I do have to point out that when I first started playing this game, some 3 months ago, was it 3 months ago, 2 months? It was in October. Emoshichi was my #1 because, you know, she was there for us for everything. Like, honestly. Good morning to you, sweet little Emoshichi. Emoshichi? You're Emoshichi, right? The girl calls my name with a lisp. Her voice feels like it's tickling my ears. Did you just call me Suguha? Am I really Fukami Suguha? I live here with Yato family, and I'm kind of like your big brother, right? He has to remember his role from the Edo period again. Emoshichi! That's exactly how I felt. Our sweet little goddess Emoshichi. You really are Emoshichi. It's been such a long time. Hey! Overcome with joy, I rock Emoshichi's head back and forth in my hands. Her head is nice and egg-shaped, as always. There's no mistake. This is Emoshichi. And I'm definitely Fukami Suguha, man of the Edo period. Right, of course, yes. Whatever, I'm just so happy to see you. Oh, shush, Emoshichi. I know you love this. Wow, you're willing to kiss right away? Say, Moshichi, since you're here, then everyone else in the family is too, right? I love how he casually ignored that and he's just so happy to see her and whatnot. She still wants that kiss! Sayo! Muku! Kinu! Too bad, Moshichi, too bad. It's not time for you yet. In the next chapter, we'll focus on you, okay? So wait for us then. Rui! Good morning, it's been a long time. Yo! Chosuke, my man, what's up? How you doing? Wow, that was a great unison there. Everybody, when I run into the living room, I see the faces of my family from this time period. I knew it. I traveled back in time to the Edo period again. And here's our sweet little angel, Sayo. Sayo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sayo! When I see my adorable little sister again, I show her the greatest expression of love I can muster. And by that, I mean I just wildly pat her on the head. With the way I feel right now, even Sayo's blistering remarks sound pleasant. You're as foul-mouthed as ever. How cute! Alright, Suguha. Take this. Wait, who said that? Ah, look at her hair. Look at her hair. Oh man. Huh? Well, yeah. Ugh. At that moment, all of a sudden, I felt a blow to my side. Oh, and Moshichi, she's not too happy about that, huh? Moshichi? Taking a closer look, and Moshichi had butted the side of my belly with her head, giving me a nasty look. Huh? How did you know? I always find it hard to understand my sister's conversations, but based on everyone's attitude, it seems certain that I have returned to the Edo period. Since I didn't think I could come back here again, I find it hard to contain my excitement. I even feel like I want to thank that terrible curse this time. Don't go that far, Suga. Don't go that far. I wanted to keep basking in these deep emotions I felt, but I decided to put them aside and get down to business. More to the point, and Moshichi, I have something to ask you. What's the date today? That doesn't matter to me. Okay then. I mean, yes, Sayo, you're exactly right, but we're talking about something else right now, so let's leave that aside for now. Yeah. Well, Moshichi? In the first time we entered the Edo period, it was January 1st. When he died and came back to life, it was March 12th. When he died and came back to life again, it was March 12th. So this time we went back to our present time, and we came back, voluntarily, March 17th. Why the 5-day difference? March 17th? For a moment, I can't believe my ears. Today is March 17th? Is it really March 17th? You're sure it's not actually March 12th? Damn. So in 2 days, we're gonna get the news about what happened in Edo. What happened? This time, I came back to the Edo period with a cursed fortune slip. So I thought I'd come back on the same day, New Year's Day, Genroku year 14. Or, if that was too much to ask, maybe I'd go back to the day I started my second time around. In the worst case scenario, I thought I'd at least go back to March 12th. This time though, I came back to March 17th. There's a 5-day gap. What does this mean?
私は今からみくじの力を使って江戸時代に飛ぶわ。飛んで赤穂浪士の歴史を変える。
スグハさん、どうしたのです？
Ah, nothing. Kosa Kazumi says she changed the history of the Aqua Ronings. She says she'd be waiting for me in Edo. I see. She doesn't mean to prevent the incident in the Corridor of the Pines. She meant that she'd change history thereafter. Did she rig my fortune slip to have me arrive on March 17th so I wouldn't prevent the Corridor of the Pines incident? That might as well be the case. But if I'm assuming correctly, then that means the date of the time travel can be controlled by the curse. No. Yeah, I wish I could, but sorry, I'm going out.
なんだ？スグハはあんなに慌ててどこに行ったのだ？それに今朝は様子が変だぞ。はい。
Where's he going? I ran out of Emoshishi's house and ran to a certain place. Aw, no. You wanna see Matsunojo! You wanna see my waifu, don't you? Aww. As I run, I notice that the scenery is the same as it was before. The Aqua Domain is just as I remember it, even in dreams. I feel caught up in the illusion that the people, the trees, and even the scent of the breeze are all welcoming me warmly. Even though tragedy is about to strike in 2 days, yeah, they're welcoming you warmly. Nice. Very nice. Without thinking, I ran the whole way out of excitement. Arriving at my destination, I bend over and catch my breath with my hands on my knees. In front of me stands the ornate estate gate. Yes, this is the estate of the Chamberlain of the Aqua Domain. The Aqua Domain. And this is where that person lives. Oishi Chikara, or as she's known now, Oishi Matsunojo, the girl who sent me back to my own time. In this place and time, I have no personal connections to anyone, and at the same time, Chikara's memory of me doesn't exist. I knew I wouldn't accomplish anything even if I came here, but I wanted to see her face again, even if it's just a glance. I wanted to talk to her, even one word would be enough. Secretly, that's what I desired. I know I can't ask for too much, but still.
行ってまいります。
There she is! Wow, you're so lucky, Sukuha. There she is. Hopefully, it's not gonna be a bad encounter like we did in the second chapter, and hopefully not an encounter like we had with Yasubi in the third chapter, where she looked down on us like entirely because we absconded from our duties. So let's see how she acts. That voice just now. I hurriedly find a place to hide. Hang on, I came here to see her, so why am I hiding? Yo, it's Tadashichi and her cute self with the cute little fang. What's up, Tadashichi? It's been a long time.
おはよう、ただしち。さあ、今日も思う存分稽古に。まったく、ただしちは稽古が好きだな。でも、勉学の方もおろそかにしてはならぬぞ。俺って字を読んでいると眠くなっちゃうんですよね。そんなもの慣れだ。慣れれば眠くもなくなる。
Chikara. At this point in time, she's still called by her childhood name. Is this person next to her Tadashichi? She's as energetic as ever. The person who came to me in my dreams is now within arm's reach. My bird emotions feel like that they could burst. Nevertheless, my feet refuse to move, as if they're planted in the ground. To me, it seems like the two of them are shining more radiantly than ever.
そこに誰かいるのか。
Ah.
お前。
No, just then, all of the things that could happen, Chikara found me hiding. I wasn't careful enough because I was so caught up in staring at her. Unexpectedly, I'm at a loss for words.
なんだ。お前はエモシティのところの素顔ではないか。どうした？我が屋敷に何か所用か？
She called me Suguha. Not Mr. Suguha, like Suguha Dono, that's what she called him when she was like really madly in love with him. Well, I guess that's only natural. But she seems to know me. I feel both a little disappointed and a little hopeful. Clinging to my hopefulness, I started to speak. Chikara. No, I mean, Matsunoja Dono. Do you know who I am?
もちろん存じているが、
Since when?
いつからって、なんだ、お前はおかしなことを聞くのだな。確かにお前のことは存じている。だが、それはエモ七とジョーカーを歩いているところを見かけたから。
That's how it's been in the original timeline.
よって面と向かって話すのは今日が初めてだぞ。
This should be the first time we've ever spoken. That's right. Well, I just happened to be walking here and saw you, so I thought I'd just say hello.
ああ、そうだったのか。それは足止めをさせてすまなかったな。
No problem at all.
では、私は用があるので失礼する。長介殿やエモ七によろしく伝えておいてくれ。
Ah. Matsunoja Dono?
なんだ？
Well, thank you for everything. And I'm sorry for coming back after all the trouble you went to send me back to my own time. I just wanted to see you again, even for just a moment. Well, goodbye.
おい。
Damn. At least he had the courage enough to say that in her face, you know? Like, Matsunojo, thank you for everything you did to me, all the trouble you went through to send me back in time, and I'm sorry for causing trouble, and I'm sorry for coming back. That's all I said. Then I left. I knew this would happen. For a minute there, I thought Chikara remembered me. It was just my imagination, though. That's normal. Knowing how powerful the curse is, this kind of situation is a given. Right now, there's not a single thing connecting me to Chikara, let alone a red thread of fate. I knew that from the very beginning. I should have been satisfied just by seeing her face again. Still, I wanted more. Therefore, I ended up very disappointed. I'm really lonely. At least I gotta say goodbye to her, though. I want to see her again, if I can. Suppressing my lingering desire, I head back on the road I came from. There's only one thing I have to do. And I have to refrain from creating any more ripples in time. Yes, not like the last chapter, where you say you don't want to be involved, but you were very involved in what was happening in the story.
ああ、すぐはじゃん。どこに行ってたのですか？
I had to go see my waifu for a bit. What's going on? When I got back home, Moshichi greeted me with an attitude that was all bark and no bite. Like some kind of goofy cartoon character. It seems like she's mad at me for running off so suddenly. Sorry.
心配したのですから。
Were you waiting for me to come back?
当たり前じゃないですか。あんな慌てんぼうのすぐはしゃん、初めて見ましたし。
Oh, I see. She's never seemed like that, huh? And Moshichi sees me as Fukami Suguha, who's time traveled here for the first time. I can assume that until yesterday I was a quiet person. As always, Moshichi is too kind, which is why I love her. I truly love Moshichi for that. I gently pat her on the head. To me, my behavior seems only natural, having come back to this era after such a long time. And Moshichi? Sorry for making you worry.
でも、すぐはさんはどこにいていたのですか？
Well, oh. Okay, we have a new character, who we haven't really seen in chapters 1 through 3. Another cute character enters. Another cute one, huh? Interesting. Heizaemon and Ohatsu. Sugu, what a cute name. Good morning. A boy and a girl arrived in the middle of a conversation with Moshichi. Who are they? I've never met these people in my travels across time. They seem to know me, though. Does she mean me when she says Sugu?
二人と会うのも久しぶりだな。元気だったかよ。
Aw.
もう平左衛門さん、エモ七の胸はそんな簡単に小さくなりませんよ。
He wasn't talking about your tits, Moshichi. He meant your body.
というより、それ以上は小さくなりようがねえの間違いだろ。
You said it.
すぐはさんまで。
Sorry, just being brutally honest.
すぐはもそう思ってよ。
アニアニ、ハツ
Whoopsies. I skipped that. I think that was censored dialogue. Let's see what she said.
兄兄、女子の父の大きさを揶揄してはいけませんよ。
Okay, she says something about her breasts or Emoshichi's breasts, something like that. Very censored dialogue. But just know it was something about tits.
何を申すか。お初はまだ成長過程だ。
Okay, she was talking about
これから
herself.
いくらでも大きくなる。
Got it.
それに、もし父の大きさでバカにする野郎がいたら、俺が叩き切ってやるからよ。
Alright, so this whole conversation here is kind of censored, so I'll just tell you what's happening. So, Hizaemon made a joke about Emoshichi's tits getting smaller since they last saw each other. So he's like, hey, no, what are you talking about, man? They've actually gotten a little bigger. And it's like, I don't think so. And then Suguha says, oh, you got that right. Which was freaking, that was too cold. That was brutal. That was brutal. Then Ohatsu says like, oh, come on, brother. Like, honestly, she starts comparing herself. Like, you know, I feel the same way. Like, I don't feel any growth in me either. Look at her. She's just a small girl. And so, Hizaemon says like, what? You know, if anyone makes fun of your tit size, your breast size, then I'm coming after them. That's basically where this conversation went.
そうやって、兄兄はすぐに乱暴なこと申すのですから。
Does he really? Does he always get violent like that?
平左衛門さん、平左衛門さんのお初ちゃん思いは相変わらずですね。
They look nothing alike, but apparently they're brother and sister. Got it.
当たり前だ。お初は俺の目の中に入れても痛くねえ。大事な妹だからな。
I see, so you're a siscon, just like how Kojiri is a brocon. Understandable. The conversation soon runs off without me. From what I can understand, this boy's name is Hizaemon, and this girl's name is Ohatsu. They seem to be brother and sister.
それより、お二人はいつ本家からお戻りにな。
昨日だ。やっぱりアコウはいいぜ。広島本家は華やかだが、肩がこっちまっていけねえや。
So this guy was in
もう
Hiroshima?
兄兄、ご本家を悪く申してはいけませんよ。
おっと、そうだったな。悪い悪い。
でも、ご本家には平左衛門さんだけが行くはずだったのに、お初ちゃんまで連れて行くとは思いませんでしたよ。
当たり前だろ。可愛いお初を置いたまま、班を出ることなんて考えられねえよ。
お初ちゃん、愛されてますね。兄兄は過保護なんです。
Yeah, he definitely seems like the overprotective type, typical of a siscon.
何を言ってやがる。俺の犬間にどこぞの馬の骨が手を出さないとは限らねえだろ。お初のミサオは俺が守る。
ミサオって、すぐすぐの前で恥ずかしいですよ。
Wait, what? She mentioned Sugu. What are you talking about me? This Ohatsu girl seems way too timid. Well, she's certainly cute. I understand that his desire to keep people's hands off his sister. But did this Hizaemon guy just come back from the head family in the Asano clan? He must hold a higher position than me then.
おい、
What is it? Yes?
お前、今お初をじっと見つめてやがったな。いくらすぐはでも、お初は嫁にくれてやらねえぞ。
So you want your sister for yourself? Okay, I got you. No, I wasn't.
もう兄兄、すぐすぐが困ってますよ。
I think that she likes me. Ohatsu kinda likes me. I feel it.
それにすぐすぐにはエモエモという可愛い女子が近くにおりますもの。
Oh, so you're pairing me and my sister off. Okay then.
そんな。
Oh my god.
すぐはさんはエモ七の兄上のような存在ですから。
And Hizaemon is her brother. What are you...
でも、すぐはさんがどうしてもと申すなら、エモ七はいつでも夫婦になって良いですからね。
We've gotten this confirmation before in previous chapters, and now we're just getting it again. Emoshichi is okay with us getting together with her. Because if you guys remember, Fukami Suguha is not related to any of these people. He was brought into the family because they didn't have an heir to their family. So he was basically brought into the family because, you know, adopted. He was adopted into the family, so they grew up together. So they see themselves as, you know, brothers and sisters, but they're not really brothers and sisters. I guess the real brothers and sisters will be Izaemon and Ohatsu in this case. Oh, you slapped her on the head, right? Don't get too carried away. Stop talking crazy. I rebuked her by smacking her on the forehead.
おい、すぐは。お前随分と乱暴になったな。
No, Oh crap. I let out my original personality by mistake. In this world, I'm a quiet and good listener. The exact opposite of who I am in my world.
そうなのです。朝からすぐはちゃんの様子が変なのです。
Let's not go that
なん
far.
だよ、いいじゃねえか。男子3日会わざれば活目してみよと申すくらいだしな。
Yeah, let's go with that. Like, I just had an epiphany overnight and decided to change my entire persona. Just like that. Let's go with that.
それに、以前のすぐはは優しすぎた感じがしてたから、今くらいがちょうどいいぜ。
Well, gee, thanks, Izaemon. Izaemon seems pretty cool already. I like him.
そういえば平左衛門さん、平左衛門さんは小見下など着てどこに行かれるのですか？
おっと、忘れてたぜ。ご城代に帰参の挨拶に行く途中だったんだ。
アニャンには忘れっぽいのですから、早く行きませんと。
おう、こんなところで道草食ってる場合じゃねえな。俺様は行くからよ。じゃあね、エモシ、すぐ。すぐ、エモエモ。今夜にでも遊びに行きますね。
Wait a second, Ohatsu. Isn't that girl on that fat guy's kimono? And that bed sheet that he had on himself? Remember that guy with the makeup from chapter 3 that he was gonna get married to Chikara and whatnot? The fake lord of the Konoe family? He had Ohatsu on the kimono. Oh snap. Wait a second, how did the Suguha not recognize it? He looked at that kimono very carefully when he inspected the man. How could he not realize that that's the same girl? I picked it up right away, I just remembered that. Interesting. That Izaemon seems like a pretty over-the-top guy, in more ways than one.
何を申しているのです？平左衛門さんはエモ七やすぐはさんにとって兄上のような存在ではないですか。
Oh, really now?
すぐはさんも幼い頃から弟のように可愛がってもらってたでしょ。
So how come we've never seen this man in the previous 3 chapters? What's going on here? Yeah, you're right.
平左衛門さんは馬回り百石取りですが、エモ七たちのように禄の少ない者にも気さくに話してくださる優しいお方。
Ah, so he is of a higher class.
確かに物言いは少し乱暴ですけどね。
Like a brother. I had a big sister, but the idea of being loved by a big brother doesn't ring any bells. Izaemon, huh? There's no record of him taking part in the raid. With a salary of 100 koku at such a young age, his family must be a higher than middle class. He must have withdrawn from the forces at some point then. I hope that's the case anyway. Yeah, we don't know about this, you know, Gunbei, Koheita, and all those other people, Kayano. Something's already suspect there. They didn't appear in the raid, so who are they? And what's gonna happen to them?
姉上、あれは絶対ナマズのせいだって。
Wait, so there was an earthquake again?
さよはまたそんなことを申して。
なあ、そろそろわしの小遣いをあげてはくれぬか。
禄も少ないのに
Oh my god.
そんなことを申す口はどこです？
Why do you want a higher salary? That evening, the family gathering that unfolds plays on my heartstrings. The 2 youngest sisters are so cheerful. Chosuke and Rui are happily married. Just like before, Sayo says outlandish things and causes trouble for Emoshichi. They're just like the second family to me. They aren't rich, but they get on with life nonetheless. It's not that I have complaints about my real family or anything, but this family makes me feel very comfortable too. That's because time seems to pass much more slowly here compared to my own world.
すぐはさん、どうしたのです？ニヤニヤしちゃって。拾い食いでもしたか？
No, I didn't.
今日のすぐはは反抗的だぞ。
You're always disobedient, aren't you?
そういえばすぐはさん、お風呂に入ってきてはいかがです？
But I mean, father hasn't taken his bath yet.
父上は体調が優れないから風呂は入らないそうだぞ。
Oh. Oh, I see.
こんばんは。
Right, I guess in the original timeline, Chosuke's always been like sick due to overworking, I guess.
ハチちゃん、いらっしゃいです。
What, they came over? Huh? Did someone come to visit? Phew. It's been a while since I've been taking a bath in this world. Man, it seems like everything here impresses me now. I got here after thinking I'd never be able to come back though. Losing myself to those feelings will be alright, just for today. Today is March 17th. There's a 5-day gap between my second and third trips through time. My actions will be influenced by that difference. I wish I could stay here and relax with my family another day or two. Unfortunately, I think I have to give up on that. The showdown is in 2 days. My course of action is already decided. There's no other way. I didn't come here to have fun. I got out of the bath after a long soak. March 19th. D-Day, the day that things happen. D-Day Part 1. Because, you know, there's a lot of D-Days in this story. March 19th. The time of the tiger. 5 a.m. Dawn has yet to arrive. Cold winds are blowing in the Akko domain. I'm hiding near the Chamberlain's estate, my face freezing in the cold. The sedan chair will come from Edo any minute now, with a report of the tragic news. The reason I'm hiding is to secretly watch the sedan's arrival. They keep saying sedan now, but it was the palanquin, remember. We're changing the words here, but it's still the same thing. It's a palanquin. I thought with my deodorant I would prevent the sweating of my armpits, but I guess it's because of the long sleeve that I'm wearing that this is happening. Anyway. Hosa Kazumi said that she'd be waiting for me in Edo. That means she must be planning something. Of course, I don't have a clue what that is. What she meant is unclear. It could be a trap. Still, I need to go see her. Does she really intend to change the history of the Akko Ronings? If that's the case, then I need to ask her why. I have to stop her too. Because of that, it seems obvious that I had a need to go to Edo. This will be the second time I've gone to Edo by myself. During my second trip through time, I traveled to Edo alone. I took it upon myself to settle things. It ended in failure and caused a lot of trouble for my family. That's why I need to go there rightfully this time.
まだこの時刻だと寒さが身にしみる。
What are you doing up at this hour, Matsunojo?
だが星が綺麗に見えるということは今日も良い天気だな。
Is that Chikara? Staring right in front of the estate, I catch a glimpse of Chikara, looking up at the sky, holding a bamboo sword in one hand. A bamboo sword. She starts practice so early in the morning.
ほう。私のことを女子だと愚弄したくせ
Oh
に
yeah, that was our first
勝負を
meeting
受けぬというのか。
where we mocked her, apparently.
だがそんなことは言わせんだぞ。女子の剣術稽古が滑稽などという輩は私が成敗してくれる。
You know what I'm thinking? If Suguha purposely provoked her again, and, Suguha could rekindle a relationship between Matsunojo. You know, it could happen differently. Because now we know how Matsunojo Chikara actually is. Her true character. We've seen her sides. So, he could basically recreate that first meeting that they did. You know, he could have tried somehow. And he could have said like, hey, Matsunojo, I've been practicing a bit. Do you think we could spar for a minute? And Makiage her right there. She wouldn't know what hit her. She's like, Nani? And, it'd be perfect. Just spar with her a bit and just beat her. And it's like, wow, I've gotten pretty strong. Thanks for training with me, Matsunojo. Matsunojo's she's gonna be interested. She's like, Fukami Suguha. Oh yeah, but you can't do that. Right. Sorry, I was getting a little bit of ahead of myself because I like Matsunojo so much. Doing that would most likely cause a ripple in time. Sugaha's trying not to do that this time. He's not being cold and distant towards people like he was in the last chapter at the beginning, but this time he's trying to keep his involvement minimal again. Sorry I went off like that.
私は境内で剣の稽古を終えた後、こうやって一人でここからの景色を眺めるのが大好きなんです。いずれ私は赤後藩の家老になる人間。この美しい景色を、この美しい大地を民と共に守らなければなりませんから。
I see. Chikara has an enduring spirit. She's the same as before, just like I thought. In that case, if I want her...
確かにお前のことは存じている。だがそれはエモ七と城下を歩いているところを見かけたから、よって面と向かって話すのは今日が初めてだぞ。
Huh? What am I saying? That's not the reason I came back to the Edo period again. And I already said goodbye to her. But I feel like she's within my reach right now, but she's drifting further and further away. Like two trains that arrive at the same station, but head in different directions. That's the distance between me and Chikara. When I think about it, I start to feel as if I'm losing my resolve. At that moment, a tense voice reaches my ears and chases off my daydreams.
よし、着いたぞ。
Ah, the palanquin has arrived.
はい。
It's here. Ooh, Kayano.
ご状態。誰だこんな朝早くに。松之丞殿。ご状態にお取り次ぎを。これは速水殿と茅野殿ではないですか。どうしてご両人がご状態にこの症状を。これは
どうしたのじゃ。朝早くから想像しんの。
母上、ご状態。
Ooh, she went serious right away.
速水、茅野、江戸にいるはずの二人がなぜ赤穂に参った。
ご状態、江戸にて返事失態でございます。返事失態。
松之丞、二人に茶漬けの用意を。二人は私と共に今へ。
はい。
This is when the express palanquin showed up. On my 4th trip living through this era, I witnessed his arrival at the express palanquin for the first time. I almost forget to breathe as I behold this dramatic scene. That's a normal reaction after all. Kayano was killed by Shinpachi. Right, I forgot to mention that. Kayano was killed in the last chapter. Man, I loved her. I truly did love her. And Hayami committed seppuku, but they're both here, still alive. With surprising speed, Kayano and Hayami came to Akko from the Edo in only 4.5 days, and then, from this moment on, the Akko domain will be shaken to its very foundations. But I haven't made a move yet. Not yet. I'll wait half an hour before I make my move.
この太鼓の音は家中総都城の。
旦那。
何かあったのかもしれぬな。急いで紙紐を出してくれ。
はい。
では行ってくる。
行ってらっしゃい。
ねえ姉上、この太鼓の音は何ですか。お祭り。ぬく絹、お祭りではありませんよ。お城で大事な御用があるのです。なあ姉上、スグハはどこに行ったのだ。それが朝起きた時から姿が見えなくて。
おう、エモシ。
あ、平左衛門さん。
朝っぱらから家中総都城なんて何があったんだ。
How the hell should we know, man? We just freaking heard it.
平左衛門さんこそ何か存じてないのですか。
噂だけだが、今朝速水殿と茅野が早かごに乗ってきたのを見た者がいるらしい。
速水さんと茅野さんを。でもそのお二人は江戸にいるはず ずじゃ。
そうなんだよな。だから江戸で何かあったのかと俺も案じててよ。
It's been 30 minutes since Masunojo came out of the estate. Dawn has come, and the surroundings are much brighter. The sunshine is strong even this early in the morning, but the air is still cold. The sound of drum resounds through the castle town. The sound seems like it's cutting through the air. The Chamberlain will announce the news of the tragedy to all the retainers in the Akko domain. I'm lying in wait, hoping to catch the Chamberlain on her way to the castle. This is the legitimate way for me to go to Edo.
母上。
Here she comes. I've been waiting in this freezing weather for so long. I can't afford to make a mistake now. Okay. With determination, I run to the Chamberlain from behind. Chamberlain! I have something I would like to ask you, if I may.
お前何者じゃ。
Yes. My name is Fukami Sugaha. I'm staying with the Yato family.
神すぐすまぬが話なら後にせよ。お前にも総都城の太鼓の音が聞こえているじゃろ。
Please, wait. That incident is the very reason I must go to Edo.
その件で
Chamberlain, our lord assaulted Kira Kokuzukenosuke with her sword, correct?
お前その話をどこから聞いた。
Well, Holy crap, she's scary. I haven't seen the Chamberlain for quite a while. Not to mention that I haven't talked to her in a long time either. Has she really gotten this work up after hearing about the tragedy? I know that most of the time she stands out about as much of a lantern in high noon. They keep changing the dialogue here. She could practically pass for a raging demon right now, though. I heard about it from Mr. Hayame and Mr. Kayano. They just arrived from Edo by the express palanquin.
そうかあの二人から。でそれとお前の江戸行きの件がどう関係しているのじゃ。
Of course, right now, Edo is likely in upheaval. However, a few days after the incident, there may be those among the retainers who would unjustly take matters into their own hands. After all, there are militants like Mr. Horibe and Mr. Okuda.
安兵衛や孫太夫がキラ殿を襲うと。
I cannot say that they will not. Therefore, although I am inexperienced, I would like to take your message to Edo. This is my desperate measure to go to Edo. Under these circumstances, I need to have an order from the Chamberlain to travel to Edo legally. However, I won't be allowed to go unless I have a good reason. Therefore, my idea is to take advantage of the incident in Edo. I think I remember reading in a history book somewhere that when she heard about the incident, the Chamberlain had sent a retainer bearing a letter to Edo. Adding to that, I'm not sure what's actually going on in Edo. I thought she might get worried and let me go to Edo if I brought up the names of Yaspe and Magodayu. That was my assumption. To be honest, I was hesitant to these names. Still, I figured the Chamberlain knew of their bravery.
お前の話はもっともなことじゃ。じゃが、お前自身がキラ殿を撃つつもりではないだろうな。
We learn from our mistakes. I ain't gonna do that. Of course not. I believe that we must act calmly right now.
ならば、しばし待て。
As she answered, the Chamberlain produced a pen and paper and began writing something. It's unclear what she's writing. Based on her behavior, however, I assume she was writing a letter for me.
この文を江戸家老の安井殿に渡してくれ。それと、これは旅の路銀じゃ。
So you permit me to go to Edo?
お前の申す通り、江戸で何か間違いがあってはならぬ。藩士には、この蔵之助が軽挙盲導を慎むようきつくよいな。
Yes, sir. Awesome. That went well. After I bow to her as not to be disrespectful, I start running to the border. At this point, not very many people know about the incident in Edo. I wonder what I'd do if she realized that. I can't believe it was that easy. No, it doesn't seem like she doubted me. Alright, now I can go to Edo. Just you wait, Kosa Kazumi. I'll put a stop to your plans.
深見すぐかこの状況。しかも話を聞いてから間もないというのにもかかわらず、江戸のことにまで頭が回る者が藩内にいるとは。
Yes, Fukami is a smart guy. April 15th. Okay, so we jumped some time now. Almost a month into the future, right? March, April, yeah, almost a month. I guess we could say like 3 to 4 weeks later. Kira's estate, Goku Fubayashi. Gokufubashi. I'm sneaking around. I've been watching people come and go from the estate. I arrived in Edo 2 weeks after leaving Akko. It's about time. I was finally able to arrive at Kira's estate. I just wish I could have come here right after I got to Edo. However, there was a slight miscalculation and I only just got here today. I wasn't able to find the whereabouts of the chief retainer in Edo to whom I was asked to deliver the letter. By order of the shogunate, the Asano estate has been vacated, and the retainer scattered. I searched all over Edo and eventually met some familiar faces at Sengakuji Temple yesterday. Ooh, did you meet? Oh, you met them.
それでご城代はなんと
She said to tell the retainers in Edo to behave prudently.
すぐはと申したな。この文は確かに預かった。安井殿には我らから渡しておく。
Ah, thank you. Making the job easier for me. I haven't seen Isogai and Kataoka in such a long time. They didn't think I was suspicious. Of course, their reaction is understandable, seeing as this is supposed to be the first time we've met. They both had such long hair. I remember my conversation with Yasube and Gunbei. The reason why they were at Sengakuji Temple was to cut their hair before the grave of their late lord, wasn't it? Maybe it's because I came back to this time. But one by one, I'm recalling forgotten memories. Now then, I finally made it to Kira's estate. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I stare at the front gate. The reason for my surveillance is to find Kosa Kazumi, of course. Still, how long can I keep watch without Kira or anyone from Akko finding out that I'm here? That's right. There should be tight security at Kira's estate to guard against the attacks by the Akko Ronins. I've realized that much when I came to the trip with the estate at Koheta during my second trip, through the Serra. It's also possible that radicals from Akko are monitoring the estate in disguise. If they find out about me keeping watch alone, the Chamberlain and Yasube might receive warning about me from those radicals. I need to make sure that doesn't happen, because after all, I can't afford to cause any more ripples in time right now. I keep reminding myself of that. Right, ripples in time is a very bad thing. We don't want that. It must have been several hours since I started keeping watch. There's no sign of Kosa Kazumi at all. Or rather, there's almost no one going in or out of Kira's estate at all. Does this mean that the security is so tight that no one is allowed to enter or leave the estate? I feel a twinge of doubt. I'm here because I believed what Kosa Kazumi told me. Even so, there's no evidence that she actually became Shimizu Ichigaku. If she ended up becoming someone else, then I'm food for sitting here and waiting. I'm a fool for sitting here and waiting. Would it be quicker to just leave a message under the false name? Or maybe I should just come back some other time. As I contemplate this, suddenly, without sensing anyone's presence, I hear a voice coming from behind me.
おやおや、ようやくご到着かい？ダメじゃない。武士が好きだらけで背中を見せちゃ。
How can she always do that? Like, how does she do that? Has Sukuha's senses become so dull that he can't sense people behind him anymore? We got the description from Akasaka and Toyama that when we got back from the hospital and we were recovering, it felt like Sukuha had eyes in the back of his head or whatnot, because he would feel people's presence like that. He would look back at them like, you know, like, what you looking at? What you doing? What you want? It'd be like that. But I guess his senses got dull over time. Shimizu Ichigaku. There stood my bitter enemy. We had crossed swords before, and our blades had tasted each other's blood. When did she manage to come from behind me? I was watching my back, of course. But she sneaked up on me so easily regardless. Still. It's a good thing she showed up. I speak quietly, trying to hide my anxiety. Who are you?
私は清水一学。正確に言えば、外見は清水一学で中身は高佐和美よ。深見すぐはく。
So there we go. We have it. So then Shimizu Ichigaku must be your ancestor then.
あら、信用できない？それなら、私が高佐和美だという証拠を見せましょうか。
I mean, just knowing that name alone should be enough proof.
私は万象院幸運寺でみくじを使い、あなたとこの時代へタイムスリップしてきた。その日時は平成。
Alright, thank you for giving us a description. That's enough. Yeah, we know. We know. You mentioned the name Kosa Kazumi. And you spoke of time travel. Based on that alone, it's obvious that you're not from this time. The person in front of me appears to be Shimizu Ichigaku. No, She definitely seems like Kosa Kazumi as well. She has 2 names, but her situation is the same as mine. Well, what should I call you then? Kosa Kazumi or Shimizu
後者
Ichigaku?
の方でいいわ。それにしても随分と江戸に来るのが遅かったわね。
I didn't think a little waiting would kill you.
あら、ひどいわ。デートの誘いを忘れちゃった？
No, I got early to our first date, remember? Our first date was to go to Kira Kozukanosuke's grave in that temple. That was our first date, baby. Don't come at me. You see, this is what women try to do. Women try to play you like this. Like, you stood me up on our first date, like, well, hey, hold on a second, I was early, I was on time on our first date. We had our first date just a couple of weeks ago, so don't try to come at me with that. Women will always try to get the upper hand on you. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it works, sometimes they win. Women sometimes always win. So, you know, it's a cruel world we're living in for us men out there. Damn you. She's so arrogant, like she doesn't feel any remorse at all. I grow more impatient with her attitude.
なぜ怒るの？この時代に来ることができて嬉しいはずでしょ？なら少しは感謝してくれないと。
What do you want me to do? Bow down? Kiss your feet? Lick your toes? I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Where am I?
だっ
Happy?
て顔に書いてあるもの。
You're one to talk. You're so dramatic that you're practically an open
当
book.
然だわ。この時代に来ることは私の夢だったのだから。
Wait a minute, so this is your first time? Wait. Okay, wait a second. Yes, that just opened up another question. So you're clearly in the body of Shimizu Ichigaku. So you're telling us that you were not present. Kosa Kazumi was not present in the first and second chapter? But what about the third chapter? It doesn't explain why Shimizu was absent in the last chapter at all. Did you perhaps time slip back in time but didn't do anything? Because you were confused as to the situation that you were in? It could be that. But apparently it seems that this is her first time here. She effortlessly brushed off my sarcastic remark. Her voice is calm, but it's still scary and has a good amount of bite to it. She's like a fox, cold, cunning, and beautiful.
それで4度目のお家断絶に立ち会った感想はどうだった？
Damn you. I should be asking you that. How does it feel to live in the fear of the attack of the
正
Alcoronings?
直半信半疑だったけれど、本当に江戸時代にタイムスリップするとは驚いたわ。
Oh, I see. So you were really just bluffing.
目が覚めたら全ての景色が違って自分も着物姿。夜になってもまばゆいネオンもない。
This is what you wanted, isn't it? Or do you regret it already, wanting to go home? In that case, just kill Kira now and we can return.
そう見える？
Her smile feels threatening. She isn't speaking in a provocative tone, and she lacks the icy expression she had in our own world. That alone makes her seem exactly like Shimizu Ichigaku I met before. I followed your words and came to Edo. There must be some reason for you to call me all the way here. You didn't bring me here just to start a fight, did you? I felt my pulse quicken with her answer. At the same time, I grabbed the hilt of my sword. I did this with an unexpected speed. Has my personality changed after coming back? Just like Ichigaku's has? Interesting. I can't let you go and do whatever you like. You don't have to die. But it'll be a big help to me if you were injured enough to have to bow out before the final act.
表舞台から退場ね。お兄さんに私が切れるかしら。
Thanks for your concern, but I'm afraid this isn't my first time handling a sword.
あら、切ってもらいましょうか。
Are we really gonna fight right here? There's a flash of white light, and I avert my eyes at once. Jeez. Suddenly, she draws her 2 swords and comes at me.
もしかして私が人を切れないとでも思っていた？そんな都合の良い考えを持ってはいけないわ。私だって何の躊躇なく人は切れるわよ。今の私は武士。その武士が刃を恐れていては商売上がったりでしょう。
Call back to Suguha when he couldn't use a sword back in the day. I can't move. How pathetic. I'm the one who started this fight, but her power is so overwhelming that I can't move an inch. This woman sure knows her swordplay, and she's not afraid to kill. Her twin swords are a testament to her composure and ferocity. I underestimated her by thinking that she would be just a woman. All this from her kendo practice. She's filled with such an insatiable lust, bloodlust. She's no fox. She's a panther. A panther woman clad in armor of vengeance.
何の踊りを踊りましょうか。ワルツ？それともタンゴ？
I'm feeling more of the tango side, but what do you prefer?
踊るにはお互い親密さが足りないようだけれど。
Ah, I see. It'd been nice though. Damn!
ねえ、お兄さんは人を切ったことがあるのよね。私に初めて人を切った時の感想を教えてくれない？冗談よ。そんなに怖い顔しないで。私は別に切り合いしても構わないけれど、お兄さんは困るでしょ。
What's that supposed to mean?
せっかく赤穂城は無血開城したの。なのに赤穂藩士が平定の門前で切り合う。
A ripple in time.
ここで問題を起こしたら、さすがに赤穂の野良犬どもがかわいそうじゃない。楽しみは後に取っておきましょう。
What is she planning? She'll have the advantage if we start fighting, but she suggested we sheath our swords instead. She must be lying about caring for the Alcaroning's feelings. I think she was serious about saving the fun for later, though.
ねえ、切り合いならいつでもできると思わない？今私たちのするべきことは話し合い。お互いすねに傷持つものなのだから、まずは話し合いましょう。
That's true. I have a lot I want to ask you about too.
交渉成立ね。クールな男性って好きよ。
Are you confessing to me right now? I'm sorry, but my heart belongs to Matsunojo, aka Chikara. So, you're gonna have to take 3 steps back. Okay?
じゃあ、どこかでお茶でも飲みましょうか。と言っても、ファストフード店はないみたいだけれど。
I carefully observe her behavior. She's not giving off that murderous energy anymore. It seems like she doesn't intend to kill me. Having narrowly cheated death, I try to conceal from her the fact that I'm breathing a great sigh of relief. Oh, Suguha. After that, leaving Keida's estate, we go into a shop. I chose which shop we went into. I've never been here before either. It's located somewhat far away from the center of Edo. Right, good. It's good that we're far away from Edo. That way we don't run into Shinroku, Yasube, Gunbei, or anybody relevant from the Edo radicals. Don't be ridiculous. There are a lot of people from Mako around Gokufubayashi. I keep saying Gokufubayashi for some reason. I'd be slaughtered if they found me sharing tea with one of Kira's retainers.
さすがは3度も江戸時代を経験してるだけのことはあるのね。その警戒心はなかなかのものだ
Well,
わ。
thanks. But this is the first time in my life I'm getting a compliment that hasn't made me happy.
あら、私に褒められて嬉しくないの？
Stop saying it like that. If you're that confused about what I mean, then go ahead and look it up in the dictionary.
素直じゃないのね。私は本気で褒めた。それにお兄さんと会えてこんなにも嬉しいのに。
Really now? And what could be your reason? Kazumi?
だって、この時代の生活は水にあったけれど言葉遣いだけは気を使う。正直、元の世界の言葉遣いに飢えていたところなの。お兄さんはこの時代を3度も生きて、よく言葉からボロが出なかったわね。
You seem well suited to this world, though, don't you think? The sense of despair Kosa Kazumi held in our world is gone. She's even smiling now. Is this friendly face she's wearing her true personality? Or is this just because her dream of coming to the Edo period came true?
快適？郷にいれば郷に従えと言うじゃない。
When in Rome. When in
人は
Rome.
1ヶ月で慣れ、2ヶ月で染まるわ。お兄さんもそうだったのでしょ？
Right. yeah, this I feel like this line right here that she says, it becomes very important to how things have gone in this story. After a month, people get used to things. After 2 months, it becomes natural. Yep, it was the same with
私はお
Suguha.
兄さんが過去3度経験したことを全部知ってるのよ。
How do you know that though? She knows everything I've experienced? Has she been studying me from afar or something? I smiled nervously. You said that you would change history, right? You know what happens and you want to change it? I'm telling you, you should stop doing crazy things like trying to change history. That's my advice from my experience. I tried to change history, but I couldn't.
それは単にお兄さんの実力不足ではなくて、私なら歴史を変えることなどたやすいわ。
It's impossible. You'll only end up facing results you didn't expect in a future you didn't want to see. It will be brutal and merciless. You'll find no respite from it.
あらそう。でも、私は何と言われようとやめるつもりはないわ。
I guess in our case, we're talking about experiences like Koheta's death, Kayano's death. Every time we try to interfere, we put our foot in history. History brings that blade down and just stabs us in the foot. That's what happens. What makes you so determined? And what did you mean when you said you won't let the Alcaronings become heroes?
言ったでしょ。忠臣蔵はそのすべてが嘘に塗り固められた虚構。いわば作り話。
Okay. So really, entertain us with your story then.
その作り話を私の手で真実に塗り替えたい。
A made-up story? What about Chusingura is made up? Ichigaku's eyes grows cold as I ask this. Now she has these quiet, angry eyes she had in our own world.
忠臣蔵とは儀礼をわきまえない田舎大名の主君が短気を起こし、
You hear this blasphemy?
殿中で人情に及んだ結果、切腹させられお家断絶となった。
Clearly here she's talking about Asano Takumi no Kami.
そしてその裁きに納得できない家臣が逆ギレして一方的に屋敷に押し入り殺戮を繰り広げた極悪非道な暴挙。
A massacre? We didn't kill anybody but the people who attacked us while we entered the estate and Kira Kozuke Nosuke. You can't call that a massacre.
それこそが忠臣
Those who
蔵
didn't
の
want to
真
fight,
実よ。
we left them out.
にもかかわらず時を経ていつの間にか英雄伝として語り継がれている。こんなバカな話はないわ。歴史において誤りは仕方ないけれど隠蔽や虚実は作為よ。私はそのねじ曲がった歴史の真実を正す、それこそがこの時代に来た私の目的。
Ichigaku, no, Kosa Kazumi has viciously condemned the Alcaronings. She's entitled to her opinion, of course. But to correct this twisted history? That's her reason for going back in time? Did you really travel back in time for such a silly reason? If you want to set the historical record straight, you can just write a thesis or something in our
ダ
world.
メよ。世の中に関心がない以上、論文など書いても意味がない。それでは赤穂浪士が忠義の心で英雄だという嘘は消えないわ。実際に歴史を変えてこそ、その捏造された歴史が消失する。
By changing history, the lies will disappear. I sense a tenacity like tempered steel behind her words. Her force of will hasn't been shaken at all by the time of travel. Still, she said the Alcaronings are neither heroes nor loyal retainers. I don't give a damn what she thinks. The story of the Alcaronings, who threw down their lives to avenge their fallen lord, has been handed down for 300 years. I can't let their noble actions be tainted by a woman who doesn't even know what she's talking about. According to you, the Alca retainers couldn't understand why their lord was judged, and they took matters into their own hands, carrying out a brutal massacre in Kira's estate? Violence? Brutality? How can you make such bogus claims with a straight face?
だって実際に暴挙なのだから仕方ないじゃない。浅野匠の神は江戸城で人情に及んだ。それは絶対に犯してはならないルール違反なのよ。 もしそのルールを犯したら死罪の上お家断絶にもかかわらず、そのルールには納得できないから大人数で武装して闇討ちする。これは立派な暴挙ではなくて？
You're missing the point that the people of Edo as well, the other regular people living there, also did not agree with the sentence. You're leaving that part out, aren't you? Huh? For your convenience. Wait a second. The Akaronings didn't raid Kita's estate just because they didn't understand the rules. The shogunate's judgment for the crime on striking someone with a sword within Edo Castle was one-sided. The Ronin didn't agree with this injustice, and that's why they carried out their raid. In this era, the law states that both parties are to blame in the case of a quarrel. But the shogunate punished only Asano Takumi no Kami, while acquitting Kita of all charges. That was the reason for the
何が
raid.
いけないの？
Huh?
幕府の裁きは何も間違ってはいないわ。だってあの人情はそもそも喧嘩ではないのよ。
It wasn't a fight? I sensed something wrong with what she said. What does that mean? According to the historical records on the incident occurred because of an argument between Takumi no Kami and Kita in the corridor of the pines. What could you call that if not a
いいか
fight?
しら。文献に残っている人情事件。
It happened like what?
あの日、上野之助は松の廊下付近で留守番の梶川と立ち話をしていた。そこへ突然、背後から刀を抜いた匠の神が切りつけてきた。
So you're telling me that he was just randomly standing in some place and she came out of nowhere and attacked him with a sword? That seems freaking stupid and baseless.
浅野殿、殿中でござるぞ。お話しくだされ。武士の情けである。お話しくだされ。
I see. They gave us a recap of the story of what happened between this in order to tell us something different happened later on in the game?
この話のどこが喧嘩だというの？こんなもの誰が見たって、喧嘩ではなく匠の神の一方的な強行よ。
Even if that was what happened, it's baseless. Your claim is baseless. Like who just randomly attack someone behind their back and, you know, just say like, oh yeah, that's what happened because, you know, she doesn't have a history of being a criminal. You can't just say that.
そして大事なことがある。この場面、匠の神は刀を抜いているけれど、上野之助は刀を抜いていない。
He didn't unsheath his sword? I don't think Kita would have been able to unsheath his sword even if he wanted to.
かもしれない。それでも、上野之助が刀を抜いてないことは事実。いい？殿中では人を傷つけようがつけまいが、刀を抜いた瞬間に死罪になるの。それは応戦した時でも同じ。だから、上野之助が匠の神に応戦するため刀を抜いていたら、そこで初めて喧嘩両成敗が成立する。
Isn't that just you twisting the law a bit? Because regardless, even Yanagisawa was saying like, hello, the law of equal punishment. We have to punish that guy too. You can't just let it be Takumi no Kami.
実際の上野之助はどう？上野之助は刀を抜いてないわ。
Oh my god.
だからあの人情事件は断じて喧嘩ではないのよ。
What is this woman saying?
その証拠に幕府は事件後、場所柄をわきまえ、手向かいしなかった上野之助のことを褒めて、傷の養生をしろと申し渡した。当然よね。だって喧嘩じゃないんだもの。
Yeah, whatever.
上野之助はただの被害者。幕府の裁きも何ら非難されることではないわ。どう？これで私が赤穂浪士の討ち入りを暴挙という理由が分かったかしら？
It wasn't though.
ちなみに匠の神が上野之助を切りつけた場所は松の廊下じゃないわ。正確に言うと松の廊下の端、もしくはその近く。
Really?
その場にいた梶川が事件のことを記した日記でも松の廊下端と書かれている。
Okay, what does that even matter? in the Corridor of the Pines, at the end of the Corridor of the Pines, it's still the same place, okay?
そもそ
What
も
are you, a
松の
detective?
廊下自体上野之助には歩けても匠の神は歩くことさえできなかった
That has to be a lie.
松の廊下を歩けるのは10シーの下以上の官位を持つ者だけ匠の神の官位は15位の下
Okay. What do you mean?
わからない今私が話しただけでもこれだけの嘘が忠臣蔵には隠されているのよ映画やテレビでは松の廊下で上野之助のいじめに耐えかねた匠の神がやむにやまれず人情に及んだとなっているわよね
Right. That's what happened. At the very prologue of the first chapter of the game. Kouzuke was making life basically impossible for Takumi no Kami. He was being harassed. What the... Of course that's what happened.
でもそれは捏造され嘘にまみれた忠臣蔵そ
Oh
の
my
忠臣
God.
蔵をかわいそうなことに多くの人間が信じてしまっている
What are you saying?
実際には今私が話したことが歴史的事実なの
It's still baseless. Is it? From where I'm standing, you're the one who looks pitiful. Even if the incident in the Corridor of the Pines wasn't a fight, it's a historical fact that Kira was also to blame. Listing off these facts to me won't make me suddenly think that it's okay for you to change history, damn it. An unpleasant silence fills the room. I noticed that the other customers were looking at us, whispering among themselves.
どうやら残念なようだけれど
I mean, probably because my eyes are somewhere else, but let's not go there. That's a different story. Of course not. As a man of Akko, I won't be led astray by your nonsense.
誰ごとねまあお互い焦る身でもないのだし今日は挨拶代わりということにしておきましょうかゆっくりと解き伏せてあげるわ虚飾にまみれた赤穂浪士の暴挙というものをねそして全てを聞き終えた時お兄さんは後悔する
We'll see about that.
それとこれだけは最初に言っておくわ赤穂浪士は忠臣でもなければ武士でもない残虐非道なただのテロリストよ
You're going too far right now with these baseless claims. You're from the same timeline as me, and you're talking about this whole hidden... You're spouting nonsense right now. Now they're terrorists? Inhuman terrorists? Damn you. How dare you call the Akaronin terrorists?
人々は常に不安やストレスにさらされていてそのはけ口として外部に単純な悪を設定したがるそれはこの時代も例外ではないわ吉良上野之助は元禄赤穂事件最大の犠牲者であるのと同時にそんな人々のはけ口によって生み出された格好の落とし子
All I can do to this is shake my damn head. Like damn, dude.
このお店気に入ったわ私とおしゃべりしたくなったら同じ時刻に来なさいな
Another date? Okay, I'm cool with that. Finishing her statement, Ichigaku stands up. Her words sounded so carefree, like she was asking me on a date. What she said before, that was different. Her words seemed to be filled with an intense hatred. The Akaronings were neither loyal vassals nor samurai. They were only inhuman terrorists? Ichigaku's reason for traveling back in time isn't to strike at Takumi no Kami or Oishi Kuranosuke. Her goal seems to be to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the Akaronings were terrorists, based on historical facts. I spoke to Ichigaku, a few words of advice based on my experience, or perhaps a warning. You don't know anything. What you're starting now is the beginning of the end. Kosa Kazumi, no, Shimizu Ichigaku and me. This is how our showdown began. Ichigaku, who aims to tear down the great and sacred history, and me, who will fight to the death to defend it. Our deadly blood feud has begun, and now you can cue the opening, please. No, it still hasn't freaking done it. It's about to start though. I feel it. We're already like about 3 hours into this, almost 3 hours.
一学殿、お帰りなさいませ。
Oh god, these smug looking people. By the way, guys, we're still taking applications if you want to become a part of the Kira family, Kira Kozuke Nosuke's family. We're taking application. If you're a female and you want to join, you have to look as beautiful as Shimizu Ichigaku, you know, or as cute as Shinpachi Yamashiro, you know, any of those, we'll accept you right away. But if you're a dude, we're a lot more strict on how the guys have to look for the Kira estate to be a Kira member. So you have to look, basically this guy is a perfect example. You have to have a scar on your face, you know, a stubble of facial hair, you know, look rough, look a little rough. Like, don't even brush your hair, leave it bed hair, whatever. We'll take that, we'll take that. And if you have tattoos, you gotta have lots of tattoos as well. It's a great plus. That's how we'll accept you into the Kira family much sooner. A Kira servant, yes. Tattoos on the face, your shoulder, it could be a dragon, a butterfly, a snake, whatever the hell you want. It just has to be a tattoo. Gotta be a tough guy. But anyway, enough of that. Just letting you know, you guys can apply. I'll leave a link in the description. You can become a Kira member today. We're still looking for people. By the end of the year, of course. We'll announce the people who got into the family by the end of the year. Alright? So back to the story.
ちょうだい。
どうしたんですか。えらいご機嫌ですね。
そうね。これから楽しい毎日になりそうだから嬉しくて。
楽しい毎日に。けど、注意してくださいよ。赤穂の浪人どもがいつ襲撃してくるかわからないのですから。
そんなに心配せずとも大丈夫よ。
Wait a second. I think there's a hole in Ichigaku's plans. Because she wants to change the histories so that the Akaronings are not viewed as heroes. Instead, she wants to change it so that they're viewed as villains, perhaps. Inhumane terrorists. But that means that she has to let them do the raid. And they have to kill Kira still, in order for her to change the perspective of the people. You know, to shift it from heroes, she has to time it right. To shift it from heroes to terrorists. I wonder how you're gonna do that.
少なくとも来年の12月14日まではね。
Yeah, so we still got like a whole year ahead of us. Now it plays. Oh, and it plays a different music too. Interesting. I'll take off my face cam for this. Oh, look at Ohatsu. He's really cute. Oh, that's Irobe, Kuranosuke. Ooh, it looks like Irobe and Kuranosuke are gonna have a showdown or something? Maybe. There's Hizayamon and Shinroku. Oh, Shinpachi's gonna be in this again. Wait, what are these characters? Those are new. Oh, that's Ohatsu. Wow. Are we gonna get intimate with Shimizu Ichigaku? Oh, that's the thumbnail for this video, by the way. There's a lot of text here and I can't read that. Wait, it said 47 Ronin are not valiant. Kira is valiant. Interesting. So yeah, as you can see, this story will focus on Shimizu Ichigaku, or Kosa Kazumi. That's what this chapter will focus on. And like I said, it's not going to be a long chapter, but you know, hopefully we can get through this by tonight, the latest. Or today, you know what I mean. Anyway, we're going to end it off here for now. In order to continue on in the long haul, I need to actually get some food in my system. Right now, it's about that time to at least have something to eat, to be in my system for the rest of the day. So, I'm going to save it. We're going to go, where do we last have a save file in? Number 5? Yeah, we're going to skip over to number 6. We're going to start over here. Good. So, we've already been playing for 2 hours and 45 minutes, I guess we could say there. So we saved there. We'll go back to the title screen, and that's gonna be it for now. Like I just said.
中心蔵46
Wow,
プラス
so
1
a couple of things I want to say before I end it off for now. I'm gonna be back like right away, most likely, like maybe an hour and a half. It won't be that long for the break, but after I come back, we're gonna be in it for the long stream. I'm probably gonna be streaming for like the next 12 hours. That's the plan, at least. If I end up ending the stream earlier, then, you know, it's on me. It's on me. Then tomorrow, that means I'll have to start even earlier. But yeah, one thing I do want to point out about this chapter. It's a short chapter, yes, but it's my least favorite. And I think a lot of people also consider this chapter their least favorite. Because, I don't know, it drags. And it gets boring a lot of the times. There are only a few snippets of moments that it's actually very interesting and it keeps me like very entertained, but I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was playing this on my own time, I fell asleep a lot of the time during this chapter because they just keep talking and talking about this chapter is gonna focus a lot on like conspiracy theories of Kosa Kazumi, talking about the history of Takumi no Kami and the Aqua Ronings. You know, she's saying that they're not heroes, that they're terrorists. She's making these baseless claims, so we gotta hear her story. So that's basically what this chapter is. A lot of conspiracy theories. There's gonna be a lot of talking between Suguha and Ichigaku. Some action scenes here and there, so look forward to that. But with that being said, I need to go eat some food and prepare for a long stream tonight. So it's BlackwingKei. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Or for any of those of you watching, I'll see you in the next video. And thank you for all you guys, awesome people that stopped by during the stream. I'll catch you later, alright? Bye now, and once again, happy holidays, guys. Stay awesome.